your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Yo. Hey everybody. All right, y'all. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. I see what y'all talking about in the comments. Yeah, I know. Dolly Parton passed on. She was 80. So this to me is not as sad because that lady lived a very long, successful, wonderful life. So R.I.P. to the great Dolly Parton. Okay, no, I'm not gonna come up here and sing a Dolly Parton song because the only Dolly Parton song I know by heart is a Whitney Houston song. Okay, and I don't even have time for that. Okay, but yeah, y'all go ahead and run up Jolene and all of the other hits that lady done gave y'all. I need to text my sister and check on her because she loved her some Dolly Parton, child. That's how I found out that Dolly Parton was a non-racist black person. Because y'all know, if you grew up in the 90s, like, you know, like, we have this thing to where white people that don't give racist, and all they got to do is play one good part in something that we gonna love forever, and they don't show no other signs of racism. We don't even know these people. But as long as they show that they not racist, child, we'll love you to the end, won't we? Because, you know, first Hayden Panettiere, you know what I mean? Then I had to deal with Eddie Kane Jr. passing away. All of us who love the Five Heartbeats. Now Dolly Parton makes me so upset. But either way, y'all, at some point we all gotta go in the wash machine and dryer and come out again. All right. So yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the show. Y'all ain't seen me since last Thursday, and we will be having another Ooh Ladies First panel. And we all have a YouTube channel now, y'all. We finally started the Ooh Ladies First podcast YouTube. Follow us over there. I posted it on my community page, so y'all should be able to find it. Now, y'all gonna have to excuse me because I'm struggling today. I woke up yesterday with my back fucked up, and I was supposed to get a massage, but I thought I scheduled it for today, but I actually scheduled it for tomorrow. So I'm in pain. Like, so if I seem a little, less, how I normally am, it's because my damn back hurt. I didn't do anything, okay? I nothing extra happened. Well, yeah. But that wasn't, it wasn't. All I know is I went to bed and I woke up and my back fucked up. And it's been fucked up for 2 days. And tomorrow, hopefully, when I get a massage, it'll go away. But I swear for God, I understand how people can become addicted to drugs. Cause my God, y'all, this pain in my back is killing me. I can't turn around. I feel like y'all know that season when Rose's neck didn't move no more on the Golden Girls. That one episode, Sophia was like, "Look," and she turned and like that's how I feel, bitch. Don't bump into me. Don't do nothing. I have a heating pad, y'all. I had the heating pad on yesterday. That's why it's not as painful as it was yesterday. But it's too fucking hot, right? Like I came from outside, girl. You can't be sitting nowhere with no heating pad on when it's hot as it is outside right now, girl. Don't y'all know we in hell? That's why everybody dying. We in hell, girl. Well, I want to start off with verses because y'all ain't seen me a minute, okay? Now, listen.
My name is Joe.
I told y'all. Let me see if I can pull it up somewhere. I told y'all that Donnell Jones was not ready. I didn't know that he wasn't going to be incapable, but I told y'all he was not ready because it just so happened that I saw some clips of him singing live at a concert, and it did not sound good. And then I didn't watch the verses because we had our show that night, and I just knew them people was going to disappoint me, okay? And then I saw Joe in that red suit, and I was like, doesn't red mean stop? Figure that out, you know what I mean? But yeah, girl, I knew that Joe was going to win because Donnell was somewhere sounding crazy like 2 weeks before this. Let me see.
Sold only to the wind,
even without being said.
And what they said was talking about at least he fine. No, he had a girdle on. They said the girdle was keeping him from being able to get way up and through here with the breath, because you gotta have your breath when you sing, songs like that. Yeah, I don't know why I always thought that was a Stevie Wonder song back in the day. I don't wanna bore you with this, my troubled heart, but there's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Yeah.
I don't wanna bore you with.
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, it's given he can't breathe. It's given he can't breathe. And then y'all had Joe. Hey. Okay, coming out there looking like an old nigga, okay?
Oh, nah, nah, nah. Can y'all sing it with me? Nah, nah, nah.
Yeah, I told y'all Joe was gonna kill because Joe is really in there. Joe ain't stopped singing and touring since Joe came out. Okay? Also, now I feel like I understand why, Joe be wearing sunglasses all the time, and I feel like some niggas have a beast fuck face. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's just me, but when I look at Joe, it make me think of, y'all remember Cadillac Records, the nigga that played Howlin' Wolf, right? And how Howlin' Wolf is like this big country nigga, right? With this hard ass face, right? And, he looked like he could kill puppies with his bare feet by just stomping on them. You know what I mean? Like, like just real strong. And just strong in the face. That's what y'all know. Ooh, y'all remember how he was like scary? It was attractive because we attracted the men that look like they beat you. But, girl, yeah, Joe looked like, if he didn't talk so soothingly, right? Look like he'd tear your ass up. That's what he looked like. I don't know if y'all understood that, but I'm a pray that landed on somebody and they got the visual that I was trying to relate. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can find the Donnell Jones video that I had seen not too long ago. Hold up. Also, like, Donnell always did sound like one of them singers that sing with their neck. I don't know if y'all know about singers that sing with their neck. It don't always be right. Nah, not this one. Yeah, he was breathing on that one. I can't find it, y'all. I'm mad. I think I showed it to y'all before because somebody like just posted themselves, right? They was at the concert and you could hear him in the background and it, singing in the background. Yeah, he sound okay. Did he sound as good as he should have sounded? Absolutely not. He did not. Did he sound better than Joe? No, he did not. Okay? Are we glad that he's still healthy and alive? Yes, we are. Okay? But did I tell y'all? Who was gonna win? Yes. And that's hard face Joe. And I don't know when Joe's face got so hard, but that's that Asian shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm being mean right now. Forgive me. My back hurt. Okay? When you're in pain, you just be meaner. I'm sorry. Yeah, he it's a nasal, and then he something about your love, me. Yeah, we need y'all to open it up. Okay, that's why we like Joe. Joe be singing whole notes. Oh yeah, it's amazing how you knock me off my feet. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm sorry. Joe, please don't be upset with it. Somebody send this to you. Don't be mad at me, Joe. You a man. It's okay for your face to be this hard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, it's definitely not, you know, how I remember. It's not how I remember, but you know what?
That's what.
You not Robert, and he tried to steal your swag. So fuck, you know, at the end of the day, you still winning,
My
Joe.
joints, but
You
that
winning,
shit is
Joe. You
cold.
know you winning. I ain't got to tell you that.
Love that record. Yes, indeed. One time for Donnell Jones, y'all. I was gonna wait on this one. Ladies, y'all ready?
Why he dressed like a nigga that was born in the 40s? Like, what it... I'm not gonna be too mad that he looked dressed like somebody's great-grandmother's couch. Okay? A great-grandmother at this point. Not a grandmother. We in 2026. A great-grandmother. Okay? A grandmother who was a grandmother in the 70s and the 80s had this type of couch. Okay? Sorry, y'all. This shirt. Yes, Case ain't got enough songs. I didn't realize that. I don't know why y'all put these two people up against each other. I feel like somebody else was better.
Tell me what kind of man would treat his woman so cold.
Treat you like you're nothing when you're worth more than gold. See, the niggas knew about you, new niggas that was coming. They knew. It was remnants. It was little sprinkles of you bitch ass niggas all over the place in the 90s. But y'all wasn't the mass of men. Okay, the mass of men was supposed to be like this, trying to find new condiments to lick off of women's feet and shit. And now you niggas are so straight, you're gay. I don't even know what's going on. All I know is I miss niggas that sang music like Joe. Okay? Got a meal. Oh shit.
Gird me like a diamond.
I love the way you shine. Yeah, like Genuine would have been better. Genuine would have been better because Genuine got the hits to go up against Joe. And they was kicking ass during them early 2000s. Them niggas could have went ball for ball. Yeah, I don't know why y'all went and got Case. I don't know. I'm sorry, not Case. Donnell Jones. Nigga Case, Donnell Jones, same nigga. Have you ever seen them in the room together at the same time? I'm just joking. I gotta say I'm laughing, but I gotta say I'm joking because you know they're gonna think you're serious. She really think that Case and Donnell Jones is the same person. Bitch, no, I don't. I'm joking. They the same type of nigga though. The hell? Carl Thomas don't have enough songs to go against Joe neither. He got just enough songs to go against Donnell Jones. That's what happened when you start out your music career singing for Diddy and them. You know, you only get the one album or two. You only get 1 or 2 albums before it's over. Your era is done. Bad boy, baby. Can't stop. Won't stop. Either way, Jodeci, yeah, I told you. Remember I said, yeah. No, Jodeci was technically not Bad Boy. They was Uptown. All right, y'all, let's move on. Thank y'all for being here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into some housewife shit because you know what? Why not? Claudia, y'all was dragging my girl Claudia. And I don't know why. Let's get into the clip.
Oh, I don't even know how people can sit there and I could not even stomach that. Like, I feel like I want to tear up now about what happened. Like, I get what y'all saying. I guess maybe I'm too nice. Maybe I'm a sucker. I don't know. But like,
not too nice. It's just a different way of moving. They're both equally valid.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right.
like,
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer.
They're equally valid. That's the point. Is they're equal though.
Yeah.
There's not a diminished value. They're equal.
Someone I had many, many years with.
They're equal. Yo, I want y'all to be clear that to me, this is like, this whole conversation reminded me of how the Republicans and MAGA, like after they finish arguing with you about how you were wrong, and then we get to this point and we all find out, no, we were right, y'all were wrong, Project 2025, the whole thing. And then it's like, you know, it's all just an opinion. Like we're all, can't we just get along?
Shares on national television.
Can't we all
she
just
lost
get
her
along?
last embryo. I could be mad at this bitch gets on my fucking nerves. But there'd be something in me that would be like, but yeah, they're arguing shit about their mother. Their mother's been beefing since the 80s. Their mom's been beefing. Okay, we've been knowing this. And they bring up the mothers. They both said shit about each other's mothers.
And I'm going to tell y'all, like Rodney said, your mama got mic'd up. If your mama got mic'd up to come on this fucking show, if your mama got mic'd up so she can say that Shamia is a dog with a bone, then you can be talked about, Diane. You could be talked about, Diane.
And it ain't the end of the world what they said either.
For some of us,
we've had worse. We've had worse. You know what the end of the world is? What happened to Shamia's embryo? That's the end of the world for that baby.
Yeah. Because it's death. but our mama's fucking people. You know, that's the same thing. But you said my mama fucked somebody. Okay. That's the worst thing that anybody's ever said. I mean, I wasn't really that upset about it when you said it, but you know, I was like, girl, I told my mama you was gonna say this. Y'all, Portia don't care about that shit. Portia, I keep telling y'all will really think that certain personalities care about these things because they say they care about it. They don't. They don't actually care. It doesn't really hurt them. Yeah, you like your mama. Your mama like you. If somebody say something about your mama, you might feel away. Girl, that's you and your mama. That's not Portia. Portia don't feel no type of way.
The irony,
I don't know. I don't even know how people can.
the irony is it's motherhood conversation. An embryo is about motherhood, and motherhood.
I don't want to argue with you about my opinion. I don't. Like, this is so sad, you guys. This is so sad to me.
Well, you're not arguing with her about
But you are pitying my opinion, though. So I get to talk about how my opinion is valid, though. So I don't want my.
Yeah, but she wasn't even finished saying what she was trying to say, but before we, And people, y'all know, I'm an interrupter, so I can't even really fault Blue for this. Because, you on the panel, you going back and forth. This is par for course, right? In my mind, what's happening is Claudia is saying this is really fucked up. And the people that don't want to see Portia for who she, appears to be, which is somebody that don't give a fuck about nobody else, like, I'm not surprised. So, like, how Claudia is like, this is so sad. I don't feel like that because I personally feel like Portia never gave a fuck. I didn't expect Portia to give a fuck. Every time Portia sat there stone-faced, that's what I expected from her because that's how she shows up. And there were so many people like, well, she could have said something behind the scenes. I don't give a fuck. If you're not willing to show that you care about people, then you don't care about people. I don't care. Like, girl, you have to show evidence that you give a fuck about people. And at every turn that lady has shown y'all, she don't care about Shamia. So I'm not surprised that she did not have any empathy or sympathy for Shamia. She doesn't have it for anybody. And I don't know why everybody acts so confused about this. I think Claudia is just pointing out that it actually is fucked up. And if we weren't all acting like psychopaths, then we would feel like that's fucked up that y'all keep asking for apologies and you keep asking for Shamia to feel for somebody else. Y'all ask her questions about how she feels about shit going on with Portia, trying to force her to do this groveling shit that she's happy to do, and I wish she would fucking stop. But, like, she's willing to show that she cares and all of that. And I think that's a part of the problem. I think once you recognize that the person you care about don't give a fuck about you, you have to turn it off. And Shamia has not turned it off yet. And I think she needs to do that. Like, it's actually, that's the thing that becomes most frustrating. So now people are like, it's okay for her to be, mistreated on the show the way she's been mistreated because she's allowing it. And that's the mind frame, right? Like, across the board. If somebody is mistreating you or harming you and you allow them to do it, then that means it's okay. That's how everybody rationalizes this shit. I want to be clear. And I wish y'all would stop doing that. But either way, I'm sorry. I'm getting off. Let's get back into this. Portia is heartless. And she's been acting like that. She's been playing Shamia Dust since last season. That's been happening. Girl, she's been playing Shamia Dust for years. I'm confused on why everybody expects feeling out of Portia. Girl, that girl don't have feeling for nobody.
I'm not saying your opinion's not valid.
Said that, like, I'm not, like, it's not as decent. Those words hold.
See, it's not as decent. That was you picking up on something that wasn't being said, but that's how you felt, so you needed to respond. But Claudia didn't say that. It's insinuated because it's like y'all saying that it's okay for this bitch to be cold-hearted. And that's fine, but accept the fact that it's fucked up. It's sad to somebody. Like, it's okay. It's fine, girl. It's okay. But it seems to me like in this situation, like, Blue is taking what Claudia is saying, like, she's saying, well, you're cold-hearted. But it's kind of like if you can really, really put yourself in Portia's body and agree with the things that she does and, kind of feel like I understand where she's coming from. Where it's kind of like, okay, you put all of that rest of the shit on that. I didn't say you didn't have no, I didn't say you were no bad person, girl. Ain't nobody said that. Ain't nobody said that. I think Portia's a bad person, but that's just based on years of me watching her on this reality show, y'all. That's just, a decade of watching somebody, smile in people's face and then do real fucked up shit behind the scenes and then lie about it and never stand on anything that they do but project everything they do out on other people. Girl, that's all that is. That's all that is.
Old weight.
I never said that.
I understand, but it's to say that the decent thing to do, the alternative is also decent.
Not to me.
Exactly.
Okay,
and that's diminishing.
So y'all feel like she gassing it because it's Portia. She probably is. She probably is. And I honestly don't care. I feel like y'all be mad that Claudia don't like Portia, and I feel like bitch got every right to not like Portia. People cannot like Portia. It doesn't mean that what they saying is bullshit just because they don't like her.
I'm not diminishing you, Blue. I just don't agree with you. And guess what?
As somebody who's a mother's
talking
girl,
over me, please.
But I'm saying the way
you're diminishing me talking.
Okay.
We have many times not agreed on this panel. And I don't want you to think that I'm diminishing you as a person.
As a mother's girl, it feels that way. I will be honest. Because for me, my mother is my world in the way an embryo would be the world for Shamia. And because my mother is my world.
And this is when I was like, girl, these two things are not the same. These two things are not the same situation at all.
The irony is it's motherhood conversation. An embryo is about motherhood, and
I don't want to argue.
That makes me as emotional as you are about this embryo.
I could understand.
Both emotions are valid.
If it was a one-way.
Yeah, they would be valid if they were real, but you and Portia are not the same person. So yeah, no, I'm sorry. You may feel like that, but I don't think Portia feels like that. I genuinely do not think Portia actually gives a fuck about what Shamia said about her mom. Girl, who cares?
Thing where it was all this season.
Right. Everybody up here got a mama. The fuck is going on? I don't understand how it's like, because I feel how I feel about my mama, that mean that, Portia is okay. Portia be how she is because we feel how we feel about our mamas. But Shamia and her, embryo, girl, I don't understand how those two things really compare at the end of the day. Like, I don't know. I feel like we was trying to draw, a conclusion that ain't really, is given, it's given, I don't know if those two things actually connect like that. Yeah, it's giving false equivalency. I don't think it's the same.
Was Shamia coming for Portia's mother? I would 1000% agree with you. I'd be like, you damn right. You damn right. Because I can't hear you because we're talking at the same time. I'd be like, you damn right. Because she deserves everything. Because they're the whole season. It's just been one way. They're both guilty. Right. So I'm just like, they almost like watch each other out. In my opinion, that's why there's 4 squares. So we can have 4 different opinions. I'm sorry if you think I'm diminishing you. I just don't agree with I don't agree with your take. And that's okay, because there's been many a show you don't agree with mine, and that's okay. We still gonna.
I don't disagree with your take. I think they can coexist equally. So that's the thing. I don't disagree with your take. I think your take is valid for you, and my take is valid for me. So that's actually the difference. I think they're both valid.
It's not the difference. We're saying the same thing. We just don't agree with each other.
Well, look,
okay.
I do want to.
I don't disagree. I'm saying that they're both valid. I feel like I don't understand, because if that's the case, you could have just let her finish what she was saying. Like, you could have just let her finish saying what she was saying, but you felt like what she was saying was a judgment because, I'm sorry, maybe I'm just, a little bit more empathetic, because if you can't really feel for Shamia in some capacity, you're lacking in empathy a tad bit. And that's because this has just been going on for a long time, this whole Portia Shamia situation. And, everybody in that moment was able to find a way to perform having some type of sympathy. And Portia didn't. Again, I don't want her to. I don't want her to be fake, y'all. I don't expect her to. But I just kind of feel like, I don't know why that comparison happened. Like, that's my thing. I don't know what the comparison was. And I disagree. I don't think that, both things are valid. I don't, because I feel like Shamia shows genuine emotion about the things that she's going through. I don't think that Portia shows genuine emotion about anything. So I don't feel like both are valid, because it implies that Portia feels a way that we don't know if she actually really feels that way or not.
Let's say this, because I don't want to spend so much real estate on just that moment. Because what?
That makes me as emotional as you are about this.
Shamia, what?
So yeah, see, like even in this moment, like just like I'm sorry, I just don't think everything is an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know. In that moment, it felt like, girl, we didn't. You could have just let Claudia have her little moment and finish what she was saying. It didn't have to turn into all of that. But it went viral, and that's the point. The point is for the shit to go viral, okay? Not saying that they did that intentionally for it to go viral, but that is what's good for the goose and the gander, is that the clips go viral, girl. That's why a lot of y'all don't like our podcast, because we don't just be, like, and I don't even really feel like they was going in on each other like that. But people do like a certain level of discourse. They do like a certain level of fighting. And I just be feeling like I'm not about to keep, like there's sometimes where I'm going to go back and forth and say my opinion. There are other times where I'm just going to be like, girl, okay. That would have been one of them moments, because I would have just been like, okay, well, I mean, if I can't get it out, then girl, whatever. Okay, Portia wins, girl. Portia wins, love wins, y'all win. There you go. That's what y'all wanted, huh? There you go. Okay, let me throw that out the way the way Cynthia threw out that apology to Shamia and them. Girl, I okay, you win. All right, girl. You happy? Are you happy now? Damn. That's all y'all want. Okay? That's all y'all want. Y'all, okay, all Portia in the puddles, okay, and everybody that think that she is being emotionally honest, girl, y'all won. Talking about, had Portia cried, people would have suggested she was performative. I mean, everybody else has been called performative, so girl, everybody else has been called performative. I didn't want Portia to do anything. Like, I just feel like it is what it is. I have radical acceptance of people. So once they show themselves to be who they are, I just accept them for who they are. I don't have any like feelings about it. At the end of the day, Shamia is the person that needs to pull back her feelings and her heart and her emotions and put them back in her fucking body and stop feeling uncomfortable with people not liking her, because that's the only way she's gonna get through this, is if she's okay with the fact that people do not like her, and just stand on how she feels and don't be moving and swaying just because, Portia's puddles are gonna be everywhere, showing up and seeping up from the ground to fight everything somebody gotta fucking say. Let them have that. You know what I mean? A lot of times, that's all they got, girl. A lot of these people that oh my God, they love Portia. That's all they got, girl. They was boring. They didn't have nothing else going on but the heart race that happened when they was in your comments arguing about Portia on behalf of Portia by way of Portia. Okay? I'm so glad this season is over. Y'all can have it. I don't give a fuck. Drew was on here talking about Kelly, and because I believe that nobody is more performative on Real Housewives of Atlanta than Drew. Nobody's more performative than Drew. Everything that Drew says and does comes off like I can tell she's thinking about it right before she says it, type of thing, right? It's just what I'm seeing now, girl. I'm so very sorry. And so the only reason I'm even playing this clip, for real, is because somebody was in the comments, and they must have been in a live last night when we was watching Rodney, because we was over at Rodney's house. And girl, Rodney was in the live and said, see, y'all couldn't fuck with me because I would have started calling Drew losing Isaiah. Girl, I can't find a comment, but somebody was in the comments talking about, okay, losing Isaiah. And I'm like, that's because they heard Rodney say that shit. Girl, I was laughing so fucking hard. Rodney said, bitch, I would start calling Drew losing Isaiah. Ain't that lady that lost her kid and then came back and tried to fight for custody? Bitch, I'm like, at this point, let's be nasty. Cause see, that's why I be trying to stay like on the side of, come on, y'all, let's be better than that. Because when I go to I'm on some shit like that. I'm really gonna hurt your motherfucking feelings, girl. Like, yes, losing Isaiah, bitch. Shout out to Rodney the Voice. That shit had me rolling. Okay? But let's get into Drew. Girl, why Drew got look all this jewelry. Bitch, why you got all this jewelry, girl? And I love me a layer chain combo, but goddamn, Drew, how many chains do you have? Girl, you got chains on like you a rapper. Girl, what's this?
Not shading you, it's just the fact that your restaurant closed, and so you want to come for me in my career instead of supporting me and uplifting me. So how does that feel?
When she brought that up, she also brought up your kids, and she said, well, you never have your kids, and that upsets you. I saw your reaction. Yeah. What's your situation like, and how did that make you feel?
Now that, for me, that was below the belt. That was, kids are off limits in this group, like we have discussed that many.
They're not. Kids aren't, I know we said that. We tried. They're not. Nobody's off limits. Nothing is off limits. Y'all have been going to hell this entire time. Y'all been going to hell. Let's all keep going to hell. Don't try to sisterhood it now. Don't try to back that ass up now. No, let's do it. Let's not have no feelings. Let's be lacking in empathy and shit. Cause the truth of the matter is, y'all want all of the grace and all of the empathy for your motherfucking faves. But when somebody asks y'all to stop beating on somebody, okay, you want to talk about beating a dead horse? Shamia was the dead horse, bitch. Y'all been beating like that was the dead horse as far as I'm concerned. Y'all accusing Shamia of shit every fucking episode. And Drew, you was right along, going along with it because you wanted to punish Shamia. Those of y'all that get y'all rocks off on punishing people and watching other people be punished, yikes. I be girl, change the channel.
Many times. And so I felt like, for us to not really have any real issue, if somebody can tell me the issue, please do. Let me know the issue. But there's no issue. I've not done anything to Kelly. She just always is looking.
You are the one that went to her restaurant. What do you mean?
For a moment. And I feel like coming from my kids was just distasteful, especially with the battles that she's been having. I just think that.
Yeah, I've been having battles, and guess what? Nobody did. Took custody of my kids. Guess what? Even with me not having no money and owing Gary and them money and shit, guess what was going on? My kids was getting to school on time. Bitch, don't call me up there. Okay, don't call me up there. My back hurt. I'm gonna be an asshole today.
That's something we should not bring on this platform.
Yeah,
it's coming for the kids, including the kids. They did not ask to be a part of this. So I really feel like there's an apology owed in that respect. I'm not shading.
I wouldn't be apologizing for a motherfucking thing. You need to go apologize to your son for marrying Ralph and choosing Ralph over your kids all of them years. That's what the fuck you need to go and apologize for. I wouldn't be apologizing for a motherfucking thing. You need to go and apologize to them children because you wasn't dropping them off on time. You need to go and apologize to them children because you were like, just have babies. It doesn't matter how abusive the man is. Just have the babies. He's your husband. It doesn't matter what he does. If he wants babies, give him babies. Yeah, girl, go ahead away from us with that. Y'all don't be caring about these motherfucking kids, girl. You didn't care about your kid when that nigga used your child as a prop. You didn't care when that nigga used your child as a prop, lied to your child, told your child that I'ma adopt, and you still wanted to be with that nigga after he played about your son. You still wanted to be with him after that, Drew. Remember? Because you were still on Watch What Happens Live. He's my husband and I love him. And, we've had conversation. Girl, y'all don't care about them kids. Y'all do not care about them kids. Because when it's time to let a nigga play in your kid's face, you have no problem. Miss me. I'm glad it's over, girl. I'm glad it's over. Let's move on to some old people that y'all don't be caring about them kids. Okay? Y'all don't be caring about them kids when them niggas is around. Babe. Get. He happy to be home. Come on, Drew. Get out. He's stoned. He just, he don't want to leave. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Damn, y'all hate that lady. Is this what hate looks like to you? Girl, is this what hate looks like? That's hate. That's interesting. Cause like, is it, girl? I guess calling out people for playing in your face and throwing the same shade at them that they throw at other people, girl. I guess that's hate, girl. Hate, 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 hate. Okay. And next time somebody else say something while I'm up here talking, somebody's getting fucking shot. Okay. It's a quote. Okay. It's a quote. All right. Okay. I hate you. I hate, you and everybody around you. I want all the bad things in the world to happen to you and no one else but you. Not hate, but you don't like her. No, I don't. I don't like people that play in my face. I don't like people that talk to me like I'm fucking stupid. I don't. In general, I don't like people like that. You're right. I did though. I used to. You're right. I used to. I just be feeling like y'all don't be holding people accountable. And so it frustrates me. And so when I get up here and I want to go in, because I feel like everywhere else, it's, a lot of this, dick sucking shit that be going on, girl. Yay. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You can call it what you want. I don't really give a fuck. Hate, 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 hate. Hate, 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 hate. Hate, 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 hate. Okay? It's the player haters ball, bitch. Hate, 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 hate. Hate, 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 hate. All right. Tina Campbell. Once again, y'all be picking niggas over y'all kids. Y'all be picking niggas over y'all ends. Y'all stay loving niggas. More than your friends. Going up for niggas. Listen, Tina Campbell says that she brings in just under $5,000 a month while reporting nearly $12,000 in monthly expenses as her divorce from estranged husband Teddy Campbell moves forward. According to TMZ, the 52-year-old gospel singer reported working about 20 hours per week and earning approximately $4,976 per month. Her reported monthly expenses total $11,933, including $4,100 for rent, $18 for groceries, $22 for utilities, $13 in auto-related expenses. She also listed $400 in charitable contributions, among other costs. Tina reportedly listed Teddy's monthly income at approximately $7,500 from his work as a drummer. Teddy filed for divorce in April after nearly 3 decades together. Though Tina listed their date of separation as August 2024, their marriage, they married in August 2000. As part of the divorce proceedings, Tina has asked the court to terminate Teddy's ability to receive spousal support. She is also seeking legal and physical custody of their 2 children, with Teddy receiving visitation. That sound right. So it's 2 things going on right here for me. Number one, girl, this was really good that you was able to itemize and work this out in a way that nigga might have to end up giving you money versus you having to give him money. Because if you was still doing very well, right? If you was still singing with your sister the way you was supposed to be, instead of stopping so that you can stay at home and keep an eye on a cheating ass man. Because if I recall correctly, you stepping away from Mary, and shit was really about the fact that you wanted to stay home and worry about that nigga. Right? Because God gave you a voice to be Mary, but you want to worry about who? A nigga. And so it gave that you wasn't making as much money as you could have been making, but that was a good thing because he probably would have tried to take money from you, because bitch ass niggas that spend most of your marriage cheating on you and being a whore, you know what I'm saying? Cheating on you habitually, abusing you emotionally and psychologically by repeatedly going out into the world and having unprotected sex with all kinds of fucking people. Yeah, girl. That's sad. that's sad, girl. That's what be happening though. That's why y'all gotta stop thinking that God is trying to tell you to sacrifice yourself for a nigga. Cause that's what y'all think God be trying to tell y'all. God told me to be faithful. You know, all of that weird shit. You know what God really was trying to tell y'all before them niggas corrupted that the word and all of that? You know what God was really trying to tell you to stay faithful to? Stay faithful to your path. Stay faithful to what you supposed to be here to do. Stay faithful to yourself and what you need to do for yourself. What you supposed to be doing here in this life? You need to be staying faithful and steadfast to yourself and the goal that God done sent you here for. And that's why y'all got to stop thinking that what God sent y'all here for is to be somebody's mama and somebody's wife. Because when y'all think that, y'all will put that ahead of yourselves and what you're supposed to be doing that's supposed to affect the world. Because if you ask me, a voice like Tina and them, we was just talking about last week about when they sing yesterday. Them people wasn't never supposed to stop singing, okay? Them people wasn't never supposed to stop singing. What they gave through their voices is some very special shit. And instead of keeping that at the forefront, not the business of it, right? Not the entertainment music industry aspect of it, but no, the singing part of it. The lifting your voice up, the being able to go out and have your voice affect people emotionally the way it does. That's what the fuck you supposed to be doing. And that's what you and your sister had going on. And I get so tired of seeing women get broke up and when they in groups or whatever by some goddamn man. I'm so very, very tired of it, girl. I had to look it up today. Because when I was thinking about, and I hate to go back to this, but the Real Housewives shit, with the part where everybody's talking about Andy, right? Everybody was talking about how Andy is allowing for Portia to like be in charge of the girls, and kind of it gives her this inflated sense of self. And that's what happened with Nene. And that's why Nene eventually thought she was so big that she would be able to sue them people and then still try to work with them. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you don't understand where you are, because these people have allowed you to big yourself up to the point that you destroyed yourself. It's almost like giving you rope. Like, yeah, keep thinking that. And then eventually you end up, fucking over yourself, and they like, that's so sad. And then they're able to walk away. And it reminds me of that episode of Living Single. Y'all remember the Up the Ladder to the Roof episode? That's like my favorite episode. And when at the end of the episode, once the group had broken up and Khadijah had been convinced that she didn't need anybody else, and she walks out the dressing room, and Overton's character, which is the manipulative manager, says that I've turned her into a selfish, limelight stealing bitch, like something like that. He said, my job here is done. And that a lot of the times is the point of some of these men that are managing or kind of exploiting women and whatever women have going on. I think it's a very similar situation, because I feel like that's what I see, when it comes to Andy. Like, there is an exploitation that's happening, and it's almost like you enjoy kind of making the head mean girl villain narcissistic personality. You love to like embolden that personality, but you also like to watch that personality self-destruct and then act like you played no part in it. That's kind of what it felt like, y'all. You know what I mean? And I do feel like when I look at Mary, child, when I look at the fucking City Girls, okay, it often feels like these women are here to do something. You know what I mean? And it a lot of times it's tied to their talent that they have been just given from birth and from their own gifts that God, they will have something that they're supposed to be putting more of their energy and their power into. But for some reason, a man will completely usurp that and make them think that no, It's not you and your gift that you're supposed to be exalting. It's this man. It's this relationship. I don't like that shit. Empress Fantasy, thank you for giving people memberships and stuff. I think that's what this is, right? Thank you. Yes, just like Dream Girls, exactly. Like the Supremes and what people felt about Berry Gordy, right? Like this triangulation. Always triangulation, because not only does the triangulation cause the women to fight, but it also makes them look at the person that's causing the triangulation in a better light. You know what I mean? Kind of absolves them of instigating the issues between the women. And I feel like that, I just keep kind of seeing that. And it just reminds me that a lot of times men are here to stop progress. And I don't think on purpose, but I think once you put the battery, the socialization into these niggas' backs, once you do that, then I feel like they're going to police and, they're going to stand in a woman's way. They're going to marry women so that they can sit them down, have babies with women so that they can sit them down, right? Be with the woman so that you can get in front of whatever it is that she's supposed to do, because it'll keep her from actually getting any real power, because you're going to always be there to remind her to shrink herself for a man. I almost feel like it is just like a mechanism at this point that's been put into place because of the way we're socialized and the way men are taught to think about girls and women as being beneath them and, requiring submission and, all of this shit. Let me lead and protector and provider and all of that shit that y'all think protects y'all, but we all know it actually doesn't. Because this is what often happens. You think you can trust somebody with your ultimate safety and you cannot. And also just the act of falling in love with people in a way that you're not allowed to protect yourself and to honor yourself. That's what I would like. Somebody asked me about when I was talking about being controlling in relationships and, how y'all think that, you don't see the problem with controlling what another person is doing so that you can feel, that they won't cheat on you. And that's because you're trying to get in front of what the person is going to do. You're trying to stop them from doing something. And I feel like that's pointless because people are going to do what they want to do no matter what you decide to do. Once you understand that who a person is and the choices that they make are their own, you get out of the way. You don't be, you can't text this person. You can't do that. No, let them do what they're going to do so you can see who they are. If they're trustworthy, then you don't have to worry about that. But if they aren't trustworthy, they're going to hurt you, and that should teach you something, that this person is not trustworthy. But you don't really want to learn that lesson. You want to force obedience from men. The same way they want to force obedience from you, you think that doing certain things, controlling what they do is going to force obedience. And I feel like I don't want anybody being faithful to me out of obedience. Be faithful and loyal because that's who you are and that's what you want to do. But a lot of times y'all don't want that because then that gives you the power to make a decision. That's why a lot of women don't want to fully encompass what it means to be like autonomous. That's why you want to hand over your power to men, because then you would actually have to be accountable for your life. You would have to be accountable. You would have to recognize that being in a relationship with a man you can't trust is going to continue with you getting hurt. And you have to make a different decision. And you're going to have to keep feeling the pain or in the hurt of that until you figure that out, that you have to move. You can't control other people. You can't make other people be a better partner. You just can't. You're going to waste your time. You're going to put all of this energy. You're going to think if you can pour and pour and pour, and then you're going to not have anything left for yourself. That's how you end up being so fucked up over relationships, because you've been pouring and pouring and pouring. And energetically, you don't realize that you're not leaving anything left for yourself. That's where autonomy comes in. That's where having a certain level of separation, so you're not codependent on the person. Having your own life, doing your own shit, having hobbies, having friends, doing things away from your partner so that your life is not all about another person. It can't be about another person all the time. And that's a lot of times what women want to do in these relationships. You want to just be all up under a nigga all the time. You're codependent. You're codependent. It feels great at first, but after a long time of doing that, you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, it is very hard to be happy. It's very hard to be happy once you don't know why you're doing anything because it's just about the other person. That's why a lot of women go through the things that they go through. They're going through the same shit over and over and over again. And that's because you're being reinforced with all of the socialization and the messaging that submit to the relationship, believe in the fairy tale, do the family thing. Like, and to some degree, there's nothing wrong with family and loving each other, but there is something wrong with this constant need to create family, no matter how harmful people are, no matter how untrustworthy, how disloyal. You don't care about the things that should actually matter because you're more interested in making sure you're checking off boxes. And I think with the church women, that's a main thing, Because like I be like, child, character, niggas being disloyal and being liars and then viewing women as beneath them so they don't have to be honest, girl, it's a lot. It's a lot. But let me see, hold up, because I had saw some clips. I don't know if I had played them, girl.
I stopped booking myself after 2017. Between the TV show and a lot of things that was happening, controversial stuff that was happening, plus my family needs me, I'm not able to be as present as I would be if I was more connected to my family and not out here with a solo career. So I'm gone. I stopped booking myself after 2017. Between the TV show and a lot of things that was happening.
Yeah, like it sound, and that's another thing, child. We thinking about Pinky. And we'll talk about her later, like, because I'm just not ready to get into it. Because Candy was interviewing Pinky, and a lot of clips have been going around, and a lot of people are talking about Pinky's attitude and all of that. And I feel like Pinky knew that we would really get into her marriage, which is why she didn't want to really showcase that. She did a really good job of getting us off of her relationship, so we didn't really, glue in on that. And people like to live in La La Land. So when they see certain themes that are normally problematic in relationships, they like to act like that's not what we're all seeing. But money issues and a nigga can't get off top of you because you keep getting pregnant. Girl, something in there seem wrong. Something in there is a little off, okay? And it might be because I just always question whenever where things are so fucked up and you already have a nice number of children, but y'all just like keep having babies and shit. I almost automatically think, and I could be wrong, y'all, I'm just pontificating, but it always feels like you're doing it to keep a man. You're doing it so that the man will feel powerful, right? This is you giving him something that's supposed to balance out him being with a powerful woman, is the fact that you're constantly offering over your womb. You know what I mean? And again, putting the things that, you need to do for your business kind of on the back burner and to a certain degree. People could say whatever they want to. I want you to be able to hop up out the bed the next day after a pregnancy and do whatever you feel like you can do. But I often feel like women are performing that. I feel like a lot of times I be feeling like they're performing it. Like it's a performance. Like, oh, I really want to be pregnant with the umpteenth child so that, my husband, sees me doing all of these powerful things and I'm still, a woman because I'm a mother and I'm, pregnant again. And it's just like, okay, girl, if you can handle it all, that's great. But you already had 3 kids and now you're about to have 4. And your businesses were suffering before because you couldn't trust the people you put in charge. You just got the bankruptcy situation together and you just, bought your business back. Do you have the correct people in for you to step away? And this is all personal shit. But once you come to the, you do interviews and reality shows, girl, we're going to have conversations about these things. And I'm just expressing, my thoughts. I don't really know. Hey, at the end of the day, I'm sure they'll figure it out. But it does often come off like y'all be having babies to satiate men, to make men feel powerful. Yeah, that's what it be feeling like. Anyway, let's move on. So somebody asked me to talk about these people. I do not know these people, but these people reminded me of another couple that I be seeing. And I'm just kind of waiting to see. Because whenever the couples, they won't come up on the internet and give y'all counseling and, oh, you should be like this in the marriage. You should be like the girl. I don't know when people are going to learn that men are not spiritual leaders. Some of y'all are okay. Please don't get me wrong. I think some of y'all are like, there's a small number, right? Some of y'all mean well and y'all might be good teachers and all of that shit. But do I believe that men should be at the head of people's spirituality and all of that the way they be? No, because a lot of times I think it's a manipulation. I just think it's a manipulation. They want to be seen a certain way. They want to have the most power and dominance that they could have. And the only place that most people can actually have that is in the confines of a family. When people are abusive, they always want a family because that's the best people to abuse, the people that's in your house. And there's nobody else legally that you can really abuse the way you can abuse your family, especially children. And, you know, when it comes to these men that live in these very patriarchal, sexist, misogynistic places, women don't have a lot of rights. That's why you got to be covering up your hair and being docile and submitting and all of that shit. Right? Right? So that they can assume a level of integrity and power that they actually probably don't really have. But they can use you as a performance of that.
I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, I'm hurt. But I know I'll make it through. I've tried everything. Everything. I'm here getting the rest of my stuff.
Just FYI, I had to find a way to get my mouth fixed fast. That night you hit me broke off the rest of my tooth, and I've been having severe pain since. If it's infected, it will cause my breast milk to become infected. Go to Dr. Dave. That's the best bet at the best price. You were supposed to be there with me. You were supposed to always be my safe space. I hate that you did this to our family. Have a good day, Yada. Yeah, girl.
And if you were to never speak to Yada again, ever again, what would you tell him? What would be your last message?
That part's gonna make me cry. But I try everything, and in my heart, I love you. You will always be my best friend. But I have to choose myself, and I have to protect our babies.
I pray today you get angry about what he did to you, because when y'all talk like this, it makes me feel like y'all are going to go back. It's reminding me of the Hayden Panettiere situation.
And I would much rather them have both parents alive than to one be in a hospital with.
And that's another thing. Why Yo, if he punched you in the mouth and knocked your fucking teeth out, why do you think he's safe for your children? Why do y'all think these men can be good fathers after they knock the woman's teeth out of her mouth? If for nothing, they're just going to teach another generation of young boys to be abusive and knock the fucking teeth out of their old ladies' mouths. This mindset that a man can be physically abusive to you and still love you and still be a good person and all of that, y'all have got to rid yourself of that illusion. You have got to rid yourself of that illusion. A man that will ball up his fist and punch you in the face as a woman. He's not your friend. He does not love you. He does not care about you. That was a manipulation. They pretend as if they care about you so that they can get you to fall in love with them, so that they can be an energy vampire and suck off of you. They suck life force energy off of you. It makes them feel superior to dominate and control you. And then it also makes them feel good that you're willing to allow them to degrade you in this manner and you won't leave. And then they also hate you for that while simultaneously convincing you to stay. They are the craziest motherfuckers you will come into contact with. I really want y'all to recognize how intentional abusive men are. They're intentional about abusing you because abusing you works. It means you won't argue. It means you'll be quiet. You'll submit easily. You'll just do what they want you to do. They don't even have to hit you all the time. They just got to hit you 1 or 2 good times, and then you'll spend the rest of the year being scared that they'll hit you again. And don't even get me started on the ones that learn to hit you in places that nobody will see the bruises. Hit you with open hands instead of a fist because they don't want to leave bruising. They think that you're a child, that you're not a full-grown human being, and that because you are dependent upon them, they are entitled to discipline you. They're entitled to hit you, to correct you. That's all that submitting shit. Y'all act like, oh, that's not, yeah, girl, it's a dose. It's a dose.
Something terminal or one of us not to be here. So I'm praying for you though. That's what I would say.
I'm not reading all that, child. Y'all gonna make me read all that? I'm gonna just read what they say. Okay, Yada Awakening's wife, Divine Queen Yada, girl, all this hotep shit, says she is ending their nearly 8-year relationship after what she describes as years of domestic abuse or domestic violence. In her statement, Divine said seeing a bruise on her face just 8 weeks postpartum forced her to face what had been happening in their relationship. She also shared alleged text messages where she tells Yada that he hit her hard enough to break the rest of her tooth and leave her in severe pain. The allegations are especially shocking because Yada has built a major part of his platform around marriage, protecting women, providing for wives, and holding men accountable in relationships. And they can say all of those things, and that's why you have to pay attention to how they're living their lives. If you actually cared about women, you wouldn't need to subjugate your wife into submission and all of that. The controlling, right? Like, y'all have to see these things for what they are. Stop believing shit that niggas say just because they talk good. That's another thing. Y'all just be believing the shit that these niggas be saying as if, you know, they don't have an energy about them as a whole. Like the religious practices and the way they view themselves as men, them viewing themselves better than you. Yeah, girl. That's a part of why they feel like it's okay to abuse you. That's why you have to be very careful of these men. That's why all of that little, you know, submission language and all of that shit. No, that's not, no. I don't want to hear nothing like that. I don't want to hear nothing like that. And a lot of men talking. That's why a lot of these niggas is lonely, because now women recognize that when they hear certain keywords, they need to go ahead and move on. Because there's always some nigga that could barely take care of himself trying to talk to a woman about how she need him, when really he just wants you to come and do labor and let him fuck on you to no end. Niggas be Jedi mind tricking women, trying to convince women that they need men, when really these men need women. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but until you are a fully, you know, self-sufficient, autonomous human being, and a lot of these niggas are not even self-sufficient and autonomous, but asking for somebody to submit to them. Nigga, you imprisoned by your own emotions, and you want me to, you want me to submit to you, and you can't even control your own emotions enough to not put your hands on a woman, and I should be allowing you to lead me, and you don't even have self-control? That sounds stupid. Anyway. Let's move on to Hayden Panettiere. And the reason why I want to move on, because I finished the book this weekend. And I don't want to be one of them people online with the conspiracy theories, but it does not sit right to me because she sounded just like that lady that we just finished listening to, Yada's wife. At the end of that book, that lady was not done with that man. Brian, the one that was beating her up, the one that knocked her down some fucking stairs, then knocked her ass out, bloodied her face. She talked about him in the last 10 minutes of her book, y'all. And the way she talked about him and his relationship with her brother. So first of all, y'all know that Hayden Panettiere's brother, her younger brother, died in 2023 from an overdose, sitting in a chair with a cover over him, and a friend found him in his apartment. She met Brian, the man that eventually was beating her ass. She met him at a gay bar when she went to go meet her brother. he was there at the bar amongst all of the brother's friends. So she met this man through her brother. Then she is in the relationship with him. He's beating on her from time to time. Of course, he love bombed her. And then eventually he starts beating her. And she doesn't get into the specifics. But the way she frames it, oh, he was my best friend. And, you know, my brother could see the real him just like I could see the real him. And she went through rehab for pill use and alcohol use and then wanted to be forgiving. So she wanted to forgive him for what he did. You could tell that her brother dying made her feel like, I'm going to go back and make things right with Brian. And it made me feel like you don't see him clearly. And that's what happens with men who are abusive. They frame themselves like some lover boy that is a bruised baby bird that has trauma. And so he's beating the shit out of you because his mama used to beat him as a kid, or because he went through this and he went through that. That is an excuse. That is a manipulation of what they've gone through. That is the trauma bonding that people actually speak of, is when an abuser uses his own trauma in order to basically create a codependent, insatiated relationship. Okay, insatiated is probably not the right word. Ingratiated, that's what I meant. But they, you know, because they want to ingratiate you into their lives and vice versa. They'll, you know, become friends with your family members. They will basically be a huge part of your life to the point that they will basically take your credibility. Real abusive niggas will become friends with your family members so that when you start saying they doing shit to you, everybody will believe them over you because they're so nice and they always help and they come over and he's so sweet. When she was sitting up there talking about her brother saw the real him, I'm like, so you mean to tell me that nigga was beating your ass and you feel like your brother was really fucking with him still? Yeah, that makes me feel like Hayden did not know when people did not love her. And I think she didn't know when people didn't really care about her or they didn't really love her because her parents. I think the mom is abusive because you want her to be the actress you never were. So you ignore the things that she actually needs as a child and as a little human being so that she can be the actress you want her to be. Right? And the dad just lets all of this shit happen. Kind of turns a blind eye to it, just like he did with her little brothers, like, you know, drug abuse. There was a level of turning a blind eye and acting like things weren't happening. And the fact that they said they found Hayden dead, sitting in a chair. I even heard somebody said there was some Narcan found next to her as if she had OD'd and they tried to revive her. And then she was at this house, this Airbnb, with Brian and his brother. Brian wasn't there. I don't know if Brian was there, but the brother found her in the chair. And I think it's eerie that she was found almost exactly like her brother. Even when she asked the questions, when her dad calls her to tell her about her brother, she starts to ask questions that we asked when she died. I mean, was it an OD? Did he have a heart attack? What happened? And to me, the way she was talking, I just can't see her like purposefully committing suicide. And I also feel like, I don't know if the autopsy came back, but it could have been pills. But when she found out that her brother was doing heroin, she flipped out because she was scared that he would get something with fentanyl in it. The way she talked about it, it was just like, it's upsetting to see that this happened because it doesn't sound like she was still in a mind frame that she wanted to be doing drugs. And if she was doing drugs, that she would even be doing, you know, like I felt like she might have gone back to drinking before she started doing opioids again. But either way, I wasn't there. I don't know. But it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right that a abuse victim goes back to her abuser because she doesn't see that he's not just her best friend that just needs to heal. No, when men decide they gonna put their hands on you, push you downstairs, girl, they fucking hate you. And it's sad to me because I know how women get in these situations. First of all, you already dealing with a deficit, meaning that you don't even know what it means to actually be loved in a healthy way because that was never shown to you. Number one. Number two, you get with the men and then you make all of these like excuses for them so you can't see them clearly. So you trust them in a way that you should not. And to me, y'all may not want to see it, but the way everybody talks about the Blueface girls, and I've always said this, even though I feel like Krishan is a demon, okay, I still feel like the way Blueface is allowed to cause harm and no harm is actually being done to him, I do not like the way people make excuses for what's happening over there as if it's not abuse, because she signed up for it. She's a willing participant. She won't leave. Like, she was with him. Like, yeah, girl, we get all of that. And it still doesn't change the fact that what Blueface is doing to that girl while she's going through postpartum, right? All of that shit. That is the abuse that you put people through that ends up with them harming themselves or other people. It is abuse, and we shouldn't be okay with it. No matter who's signing up for it, we should not be okay with it. And we damn sure shouldn't be okay with the fact that we have to like see clips of it all over the place. And then because it gives the bullshit that it's normalized. It makes y'all feel like this is like a normal thing for people to be talking to other people like this, for people to be handling women that just had children like this. And then it's like, oh, well, she got kicked out of a party. She been looking for something. Girl, that doesn't matter. And I don't understand why y'all can't see that. Like, this is a systemic thing with women and girls being taken advantage of and harmed. And just because you can convince them that they want to be there doesn't mean they're not an abuse victim. That's how the abuse works. It's abuse. And it's sad as fuck. And I don't like watching it. And I'm going to say, like Claudia said, maybe I'm too fucking soft, but I know I'm not. I know I'm not. You know why I know I'm not soft? Is because the only way you end up in situations like that is because you allow for people to humiliate you. And I won't allow for nobody to humiliate me like that. A lot of times the people that be the worst perpetrators of this shit, they allow the most humiliation to happen to them. Child, I can't imagine what happened to Blueface in prison. But anyway, let's get into this clip from Hayden's mama, because she said y'all need to back up off of her while she grieving the death of her second child.
It's a process, and I think it will probably hit me later on. I would say to the haters out there, you don't have a right to tell me how I mourn the loss of my second child. It's a process.
What was that moment like for you?
I was numb. I was just numb. I just couldn't feel anything.
What was that moment like for you?
I still am not grasping this as real. I want Hayden to be remembered for the talented, beautiful, outgoing, intelligent really was. But I also want people to, I still am not, but I also want people to understand that it is my belief that she was suffering. But I also want people to understand that it is my belief that she was suffering.
And I don't know if I feel like she was. Y'all, listening to that book, that is not the way that lady sounded. That lady did not sound like she was suffering like that. Like, and I'm not saying her life wasn't hard, but it doesn't sound like she was metabolizing it like, oh, I'm going through all of this suffering. Like, a lot of it is I'm trying to cope. I'm trying to keep up with everything. I'm trying to deal with everybody's expectations of me and what I should be doing. And then once the expectation became too much, it was, how do I feel good? Because I feel like shit. Where do I feel loved? Where do I feel, supported? Like, where do I feel good? Then it became that. And I feel like, I don't think that the mom was as cold as people make it seem, right? I think a lot of times people don't realize what they're doing to their kids, like, as they're doing it. Even though we can see it for what it is, sometimes people will rationalize how they abuse their kids as if it's good for them, right? Like, yeah, okay, my child might be going through some shit that a normal child wouldn't go through, but she's going to be so successful. She's going to be famous. She's going to have money. She's going to have all this opportunity. Everybody's going to know who she is. She's going to have a much better life because I'm willing to put her through all of this so she could be an actress. The same way as people thinking that beating their kids and disciplining them, oh, this hurts me more than it hurts you. This is going to help you in the long run because if I don't, get you in check, then them crackers out there in the street, they going to get you in check. That's always for y'all to find an excuse to abuse. And the way she talked about all of them partying together, it does sound like her, the brother, and Brian might have all been, on some shit with the pills and the wine and all of that. Yeah, I don't know if I believe the whole she was ODing and I don't know. It seems off. And just listening to her voice, listening to the book and the way she was talking about what she was going through, I can see the only way she would end up back fucked up is going to get with Brian. Even if he didn't do something to her, y'all, abuse makes you depressed. It makes you tired. That's why I don't like the way people are talking about the blue-faced girl, Nevaeh, calling her lazy. Like, the house got swatted. The nigga don't want to help her with the baby. She got to be called a bitch every 5 minutes. Her daddy calls and just like, you need to leave. Whereas you would think a father would be there trying to correct some shit, trying to check some shit. But no, niggas don't really be about protecting their daughters. A lot of times they're there, but they're not really there. That's why a young girl might grow up like Nevaeh, doing all of this shit for validation, doing all of this shit to be chosen by an abusive man, because you could have spent your entire childhood with a father in a household that's not actually there, that's emotionally distant, that's not emotionally available to you, and you will act out and do things so that you could get his love. Please, subconsciously, will get with niggas like this so that your dad would have to prove he actually cared about you. And at every turn, your daddy will be a docile, bitch-ass nigga and make you feel like, well, if my own fucking daddy won't protect me, what's the point in me protecting myself? People don't never like to back the shit out, back it up. But if you back the shit all the way up, yes, these girls have been set up for failure, and it is a conditioning that's taking place. And I still feel bad for her. I feel like the only thing that makes me not feel bad for Krishan is the fact that I feel like Krishan is abusing that baby. I saw her, that baby fighting for his fucking life because she put a pillow and a cover over him, and he was fighting to get up, and you could tell she was like allowing him to struggle, acting like she don't see what the fuck going on. It's sad, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. That whole situation is blowing me. And, somehow, what you want us to do? I want y'all to stop making excuses for the nigga. I want y'all to stop being online and creating whole trends of calling a woman that just had a baby by an abusive nigga. Keep calling her a bitch and calling her lazy. Like, y'all are like playing a part in the abuse. It's not like y'all just watching. Y'all play a part in the abuse when y'all start doing shit like that. Talking about what I want y'all to do. Stop victim blaming. Stop acting like weirdo, psychopathic people on the fucking internet and not having enough empathy to not join in on a bandwagon of psychologically abusing a young, slow, light-skinned bitch. Y'all understand defending slow motherfuckers when Clarissa Shields is online. Y'all understand it then. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Shit's wrong, y'all. Shit's wrong. I don't like none of them hoes. All them hoes dumb. That don't make it right. Two wrongs don't make it right. Okay? I don't like it. I don't like what it stands for. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't got no integrity. Let's move on, y'all. Because in white people's news, Girl, let me tell you something. This is not surprising to me at all. Kim and Croy's son arrested on charges of sodomy and sexual abuse. Y'all, at 14 years old, Croy Bierman Jr. is out here sticking stuff in the girls and assaulting them, the young girls at the school. The girl was 14. He was 14 and the girl was 15, I think. Like, he's a year younger than the girl, but he a big old dude. And let me tell you something right now. Girl, this is because Croy and Kim have been fighting and abusing each other in their household. Like, that's why we tell y'all, it don't matter if you're white or you black. It don't matter if you're rich or you're poor. People don't care about their kids because they subject their children to the toxicity of their fucked up ass relationships. And you wake up one day and find that your son has been basically a dumping ground for all of you guys' negative, fucked up, toxic emotions. And your child is now acting out and doing what y'all have taught him to do, be a brute. Cause y'all know, like, in real life, niggas be raping their wives. Like, y'all do know that, right? I'm not saying that he did that, but I'm saying niggas do that. Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman's teenage son is in police custody for alleged aggravated sodomy and aggravated sexual battery after a girl claimed he assaulted her inside a gym changing area. Can you imagine? That's a big ass kid too. According to court docs obtained by TMZ, an officer was dispatched to North Fulton Hospital on April 24, 2026 for a reported sexual assault. Cops say the girl told them she was hanging out at the gym when she saw her friend Croy Bierman Jr., and they eventually went into a co-ed sauna. In the police report, she claimed Croy Jr. started to get touchy with her and she told him no, but he continued it at one point, forced her mouth on his penis. She also alleges he digitally penetrated her vagina. Digitally? Can somebody tell me what that means? Croy Jr. was arrested on August 17th and remains in custody. The police report notes the alleged victim was examined at a hospital. The doctors did not find male DNA in her mouth or vagina. We've reached out to Croy and Kim for comments. So far, no word back. I heard Kim defended her son, which, y'all act like that's what you're supposed to do, and I don't. Digits equals fingers. Okay, thank you. I was like, girl, why are y'all saying digitally? Girl, like, y'all know what I'm going to think of. Digitally means fingers. Okay, y'all, we got it. Don't type it no more. Girl. That was like another thing. Like, what you mean you ain't no DNA? It was your finger. Like, what type of DNA you thought your finger was going to leave behind, sir? And by the time she reported it, you probably washed your hands. Yeah, I can believe it because I believe that there was so much chaos going on inside them people's household. I don't see it no other way than y'all done, turned y'all son into a psychopath. Also, y'all look like racist white people. So I feel, I often find like, people don't really have no love. Like, they don't really care. Like, they take care of children. They do things with them for the look of it. But when it comes to actually being like emotionally invested and empathetic with your children, white people, sometimes I feel like, especially racist white people, y'all don't really love y'all kids. Y'all don't know. I don't feel like racist people can actually love anybody. That's why you see them eventually, their kids, if their kids wake up out of that shit, their kids will like really not fuck with them and not like them because it shows up in all of these other ways because racist people are really negative. And, after a while, that's exhausting to be around, especially if you're not, if you're not living that same way, if you're not dealing with that same amount of negativity, that shit eventually will make you be like, I don't feel like being around them because that shit is exhausting. Yeah. So no disrespect white people, but I feel like y'all have to be, y'all got to be special sometimes to believe, that y'all actually like love and care about y'all kids like that. I mean, if you ask me, in America, white women just started raising their children like, 40, 50 years ago? Y'all just started having to raise y'all own children because y'all couldn't employ black women to do it no more at the same numbers because, black girls was able to go to school. No, they don't want to be in the house with you and your rapey ass white husband, girl. No, they don't. Okay? So you got to raise your own kids now, and y'all ain't never really had to raise your own kids, so you ain't got no real emotional attachment to them children. So y'all be getting raised by mamas that's like sociopathic and shit, don't have no real emotional connection to the children, but raising them. And then, a few generations later, y'all children is, shooting up the schools and blowing shit up and killing everybody, and you wonder why. And you wonder why. That was a gross generalization that I just did there. But that's what I believe. I believe that when people are like really narcissistic like that, they are incapable of actually loving other people, but specifically children, because with children, like, they don't give anything back to you. That's why a lot of men don't want to be bothered with their children until their children can walk and talk, because if they can't get instant validation from the children, they don't want to be bothered. Yeah, a lot of niggas be like that. All right, let's get into this Texas Roadhouse story. I'm scrolling like I don't see it. Okay, my bad, y'all. Texas Roadhouse under fire over racist Facebook group. They got a Texas Roadhouse not too far away from me, and when I was riding home, I saw they didn't have as many people out there in the parking lot. I was wondering if it's because the black people didn't found out that the Texas Roadhouse people had a Facebook group where they said they was gonna spit. 400,000 of them. They say they was gonna spit in the black folks' food, y'all. I don't know why y'all was going to Texas Roadhouse anyway, bitch. Like, I'm sorry. I went there maybe one time and I was like, yeah, I'm all right. I don't like how it feel in here. Girl, I'm going to a steakhouse, like a nice steakhouse that also sell like lobster and shit. Oh, I'm gonna make the steak my goddamn self. Cause I'll tell y'all, if there's anything I can cook, girl. Okay, I makes me a damn good medium steak, girl. Don't get me into when I start adding dill to the mix. You know what I'm saying? Because I love a steak with a little bit of dill on it. Okay? But yeah, girl, due to losing our verification, our comments are not being seen, girl. The Texas Roadhouse said we are committed to creating an environment where every guest is treated with respect and unreasonable hospitality. We do not tolerate discrimination, harassment, or mistreatment of any kind, and we expect our roadies to treat every guest with dignity and care. Our commitment to the communities in which we serve remains unchanged. Provide legendary food, legendary service to every guest who walks through our door. We are aware of the video that is being shared with an accusation that has been made towards our restaurants. We believe it to be completely unfounded, and we take every accusation toward our brand seriously. We are investigating this alleged abhorrent behavior and remain committed to treating every guest with respect, dignity, and the legendary service they deserve. Listen, when y'all was about to vote Trump in again, I told y'all that things like this were going to, just like y'all saw all of the black people getting hanged all over the place. Right? Buku black people just being hung from trees and shit. Okay, shout out to the homegirl. Let me see if I could pull up her video, because she got a database that she's creating so we could keep track of all of this shit, okay? But when you put a racist authoritarian dictator into the presidency, what happens is their mindset and the way they think kind of spills out onto everybody else. That's why everybody's so much more conservative than they used to be, okay? When I tell y'all I can't stand y'all with the conservatism, and black people specifically, y'all be so conservative, and I just be like, girl, shut up. Like, y'all work on my nerves, girl. Shut up. What are you conserving? Racism, girl? That's all you conserving is racism, right? Talking about family values. Girl, go to hell. You're preserving racism. That's what you preserving, bitch. Y'all work on my nerves. Let me see if I can find. Here you go.
I spent the last.
Shout out to Monique from Black Belt. Okay, shout out to her.
Last few days compiling data of hangings of black people since 2018, and a lot of them had a common theme. Let's get into it. Take Willie Andrew Jones Jr., a 21-year-old black man found hanging from a pecan tree in his white ex-girlfriend's yard in Scott County, Mississippi, back in February 2018 after they had an argument. Now, the sheriff ruled it a suicide, but his family believes that he was lynched, and they proved their fight wasn't just empty talk by winning a wrongful death lawsuit at the tune of $11.3 million against the white girlfriend's stepfather. Then there's a Ferguson hanging in October 2018, Donye Jones, 24, was found hanging by a bedsheet from a tree directly behind his own family home in St. Louis County. His mother, a prominent Ferguson activist, insists her son was lynched in retaliation for her activism, and she pointed to a detail that authorities never addressed. Donye didn't know how to tie the advanced knots found at the scene, yet the official ruling came down as a suicide. These two are the tip of a grim iceberg. Lennon Lacey, Javion McKee, Robert Fuller, Dominique Alexander, Denoris Richardson, the list goes on, and all of them share the same themes: public locations, missing personal items, families swearing their loved ones had no suicidal intent, police refusing to investigate deeper, and rulings that land before questions can be asked. That's why I'm building an interactive, dynamic map to put every single name from this data on a live timeline and map so you can see the pattern for yourselves. This map will grow as new cases come out and as old ones are re-examined, because behind most of these dots are families still waiting for the truth. This is Monique with the Black Belt Daily signing out. I spent the last few days.
So yeah, also what I want y'all to pay attention to is the way they use stories in order to push certain narratives and agendas, right? And if the agenda is to force a race riot, right? Y'all want the black people to come out in the street so that y'all can just kill us at mass and then act like it was because we was, looting and all of that shit. Yeah, that's not working. It's hot and we tired, okay? But I think that a lot of the things that they are doing is, first of all, we're racist and we've been emboldened and empowered to feel like, we can just dispose of black people because that's what we, want to do. Our president's a racist. Everybody else is racist. So we can just do whatever the fuck we want to do, right? So they've decided that that's what they're going to do. And then on a larger scale, when these stories start to happen, it can be framed in a way that will make black people feel like they should be more in fear, right? More in fear. And then they can feed off of your fear, right? Because the fear would then cause you to do something that might have you fucked up, get you fucked up by them in some type of way. Yeah, it's a lot, girl. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's real sad out here. It's real sad out here. Let's go ahead, girl. Before we get into the thing, I want to remind everybody that Reset by Design Wellness is going to Bali and Fiji next year. The link is down below in the description box. If y'all want to come with us on a retreat, which is Black women only, you can come to Bali with us. And if you want to go on just a regular group trip with a whole bunch of people, girl, come to Fiji in February. So that's the two that we're really promoting right now. Fiji in February, men, women's, and everybody in between, okay? Everybody is invited to Fiji. So if y'all want to come to Fiji, link down below in the description box. Reset by Design Wellness is helping you travel around the world so that you can get a better perspective on life. And maybe if you feel the need to, girl, you can get the fuck out of here. All right. So let's move on. Let's get into Seraya and Joeybadass, okay? Tiana. So here's girl. When I be telling y'all that people have a look to them and that, I just don't trust these niggas because like at this point, y'all are like one size fits all. And it just takes time for us to, for it to come out. Girl, when Joeybadass and this girl was together, I was just like, that go another situation that's eventually going to fall out on the floor. And here it is now, falling out on the floor. Let's listen.
Never been the type to come online, but this person needs to be shown for exactly who he is. And I am so fucking upset, and I don't know if one day I'll regret this, but right now I don't regret it because this person has been a literal piece of shit to me in private. And not even in private because a lot of people publicly know, family knows and everything, but this person proposes to me, wants to build a life with me, has me move my life out here, cheats on me, I find out, continuously is telling me that he doesn't want that life, he wants me, da-da-da, then proceeds to be out with people. And yes, I have my receipts. I have my fucking receipts. But you guys will know who the fuck this is. And I don't want this to be a confusion any longer. There's no podcast he can get on, sweet talking the world. It's over with. I've never been the type to come online, but this person needs to be shown for who over with.
Like, what the fuck is the point of that?
She's just lashing out.
Like,
She's lashing out.
we have, this is your son's grandmother. This is your son's grandmother. Like, what are you talking
But
about?
I'm saying, like, the empathy to have is that she's embarrassed. Like, you have to realize that she's like, I was engaged, I had a child, people are asking me when I'm getting married, now I'm not going to be with him anymore. And it's just like, you know, it's embarrassing. And she's taking it out on you instead of dealing with the fact that, like, it was so crazy because I hate to say this to people because it's so, like, bitch, existential, but it's like, everything is finite in the end. Whether you got separated because of death. No, but it's like people need to hear that. But it's like if everyone would just be like, God is your source, whatever God you pray to, and everything is finite. So just party while you're here, like whatever party means for you. You know what I mean? But like you can be mad about
Over with.
So I heard what that girl was saying, and I kind of understood what she was talking about. Right? It's the mindset of stop taking these niggas so seriously. Stop thinking that they're actually going to make good on the promises that they leave. That was yesterday. That was Amber Rose. This is what I got on my board for y'all. Okay, love bomb, isolate, devalue, embarrass. He love bombed her. That's how he got her to come out there. That's the engagement. That's the I love you. That's I'ma do right by you. All of that shit. Move you away from where you were. That's to isolate you. So that's to weaken you, right? And then the devaluing process, which is cheating on you, and then you finding out that he's talking shit about you to another bitch behind your back, and then it's done publicly. That's to embarrass you. So essentially, all of this is meant to dominate you, right? So that means he is more powerful. And understand that the only reason he would want to do something like this to you, right, in order for him to feel more powerful, is because he feels insecure and less than. Okay? That's why it's important to peep the way niggas talk and all of that, because a lot of shit is insecurity. And you try to explain it. You feel insecure in yourself. You feel insecure in yourself, right? You feel insecure in yourself. Hold on, let me get to the right side, girl. It's reverse. Okay, reverse. Okay, insecurity. He is more powerful. Dominate. Okay, so the point of doing the love bombing and isolating, devaluing you is to dominate you, and he needs to dominate you because it makes him feel more powerful than you. And the only reason he needs to feel more powerful than you is because he started out feeling insecure but pretending that he was not insecure. Because you don't have to treat people like shit. You can just be honest with them without being harmful and cruel, right? And that's what he was doing. Once somebody is being cruel with the way that they're handling you, showing no love or care for you, people can, cheat, make mistakes, fuck up. But it's the way they handle you. Almost like it was a setup from the very beginning that, oh, look at you thinking that you better than me. Look at you thinking that you out of my league. I'm going to get with you. I'm going to love bomb you. I'm going to tear the pussy up. I'm going to tell you everything you want to hear. I'm going to get you to fall in love with me. And then I'm going to start the slow process of eating away at your self-esteem until you feel like nothing. And then I will have shown myself to be more powerful because I was able to do this to you. I was able to hurt you. I was able to get you to stay with somebody that would disrespect you and cheat on you. I got you to break your boundaries, right? That means I'm more powerful. That reminds me of remember when Offset told Cardi B, you my baby mama, I won? That's because a lot of times that is how they're thinking. They're in a competition with you, bitch. You don't think that y'all are in a competition. But when you hear men talk, oh, women do this, men do that. A lot of that, oh, women, because they often have these conversations just like, I don't know if y'all have been around these niggas, but y'all would just be talking about anything and they'll randomly, because women always doing, they'll make these gross generalizations about women. And you'll be like, what the fuck was that about? It's because they feel insecure in your presence and need to dominate. They need to make you feel less than. And of course, they enjoy your energy because they view you as beautiful or successful, whatever they think that you are that's better than them. They actually enjoy that about you, but they also envy you. They also envy you. And that's why you got to pay attention to these niggas, because they will be with you talking about they love you and really be envious of you. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, this may sound, crazy, but I could look at Joeybadass and see on him this, you're not to be trusted. You can't wait for an opportunity to be able to demean, embarrass, and hurt that girl. Like, you look like that. That's another reason why I'm waiting on one of y'all faves, and I'm waiting to see how that's gonna play out, because I see it on that nigga as well. So it's just like, we'll just have to wait and find out, girl. But I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong about such things, because nobody wants these young women to be hurt. Nobody wants y'all to be hurt just to prove a point that niggas ain't shit. No, it's just that at this point, girl, how can we not recognize these things? And that's why the side chick, or whoever she was, the friend, right? She on the phone basically saying probably the same shit that I would be saying. Girl, y'all got to stop getting hung up thinking that you about to fall in love and have a fairy tale with these niggas, because they are lying to you, girl. And then her homegirls came through. I'm gonna say it's actually a celebration, because thank you for releasing my friend into something better. Some flowers and a fuck that nigga cake. I said, I know that's fucking right. Come on, we about to get drunk off some cheap wine? Yes, girl. That was a barefoot? Girl, you trying to get a headache. I love it. That's some good friends right there, girl. What about your friends? And then this was him a while back. And that's why she said that shit. Ain't no getting on no podcast talking all that shit. Because niggas be knowing how to bullshit you. They know how to sound like they got sense. I be peeping them niggas that be trying to act like they got sense all the time and be like, no, you don't. Because look at this right here. And that's not what he meant, Bondy. Okay, bitch. Wait and find out. Okay? Wait and find out. Let's listen to this old clip. I just want to hear.
You want your wives to...
I want two.
You want two wives?
Too?
They're going to get along?
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Only 27 right now with two girlfriends.
Okay. Same house?
No.
Separate houses.
Absolutely
Separate
not.
houses.
Yeah,
So you don't want it to be a family. You just want to have one family here and one family there, and everybody okay with it.
You don't want them to mess with each other?
Yeah, well, that's up to them. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the man, I feel like that's not really your role. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they would have to be cool with each other. They would have to, be able to call each other and stuff like that. And if they want to get down like that, then cool.
A lot of niggas think they can handle this type of arrangement, but they really can't. You don't have the emotional control. You don't have you don't care enough, right? So, like, you don't have the capacity to be a grounding person in a situation with multiple women. And I believe that if a man were to have a successful relationship with more than one woman, it would have to be from having a sense of like true connection with himself and with those women, and having respect and being honest, right? Like, it would have to take a lot of things that a lot of you niggas don't like to do, because y'all like to game women. Y'all like to confuse women. Y'all like to manipulate women into these things. You don't want to just be upfront and honest. And a lot of times it's because you want your cake and you want to eat somebody else's. Because to me, be okay with this arrangement as long as the woman can do whatever the fuck she wants to do as well. You could do whatever you want to do. She could do whatever she want to do. And then y'all have a child together or a family and y'all do certain things together. But y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. That's a way, but y'all know that men don't want to do that. They want you to stay at home. They want you to be just for them. They want you to be loyal while they go out and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And there are some women that are okay with that arrangement. And they find women that are okay with that arrangement, but they still gonna lie. They're still going to not stick to the rules of the engagement. Because the point is to be able to get something over on you. A lot of times, it's not to have like a honest relationship where they can get what they want and still be with you. No, because they would be able to get that. You know how many, women agree to these men being cheaters all the time, but the problem comes in when the men are like, oh, so I went out with a bitch and you not mad, so I guess I need to do something else that's disrespectful in order to force a response out of you. They want to feel the jealousy. That's another thing. They want to be able to feel jealousy, and they also want triangulation. So let's say y'all do agree to this situation. A nigga might still tell you shit about the other woman and kind of create this competition between the two of y'all. Even though he acting like he wants y'all to get along, he will still try to create the competition, because then y'all will always be in a headspace of pushing yourselves to do more for him so that he will, validate one of you and choose one of you as the number one. You know what I mean? Like, he'll still do shit like that in the long run.
Ooh,
But
I'm
they don't
for
have
that.
to.
But nah, they don't
Just
have to.
sister
It's not a
wives.
requirement.
But
know
you
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
mind.
I wouldn't mind.
Same city?
Potentially.
Because that's like far.
Wouldn't it be easier if
Potentially,
it was?
but I like to be bi-coastal, so maybe like
Right.
it's New York and LA.
Real Aquarius vibe.
So you want your wives to
Never been the type to come over with.
Yeah, let me see. They said, hold up. I think I got the clip of the girl. They said this was when he was talking about Tristan Thompson, Tristan Thompson got to stop being a sorry ass nigga. Tell Chloe you're a fucking, what is that? A fucking G-Y-list? I don't know. Guilist? And you need, what does that mean, y'all? Tell me what that means. You need more than one woman. Straight up. What's so hard about being honest with our women, fellas? Fuck this Western bullshit. Relationships should be expansive and beneficial for all. Yeah, they make you think that they're going to be honest. And that's why y'all have to stop thinking that, oh, at least he being honest. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's not good enough. You need to be honest and you need to be kind. You need to be honest and you need to care about how I feel and temper the way you fucking talk to me. Like, because, people out there live their lives, but it's the respect and the care for the people that they're doing it with, where they can manage their emotions. They can deal with the moments where it is jealousy and not act out of character, right? Like, a lot of people are too immature for the types of relationships they're pretending that they can handle, but you can't really handle it. You're not mature enough for it. I'm Jamaican, pronounced guilelist. And that mean you want a whole bunch of women? Okay. I got it. A lot of people was like, he's from Brooklyn and he's Jamaican. I don't care what you do for sex. So they said fans claim Joeybadass cheated on Seraya with UK beauty influencer O'Shea Notori. Now, see, the reason why I don't like when y'all do this type of shit is because it doesn't matter who the girl is. All y'all gonna do is just put the blame on the girl and make her look like she the bad guy when really he the lying ass nigga. I don't know why anybody has to keep track of what you doing with your dick, sir. If you listen to Madam Joyce podcast with Uchi from 2 years ago on Wireless Weekend 2023, Uchi talks about how he tried to move to her. Then the next day, she found out on the net he had a girl. She drops hints, and all the hints defo point towards him. Even people in the comments clocked. And Seraya even resembles Uchi, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, he even brought his cheating ways to London.
No, I also wouldn't, because the UK is very small. So anyone that I would, they would know him, and I'm just not really into
That's
like,
why I'm not
friends
trying
with my
to.
exes.
No, but what if it's not a UK artist?
Even worse. No CRB.
No, but the thing is, I'm really trying to, girl.
Although that one guy, when we were at a party together, that moved to me, and I was like, oh my God, you'll know who it is when I tell you after.
Was I there?
Yes, and I was like, oh, do you know him? And you were like, no, but you were stood in between us. And then somehow he went, this is like Wireless Weekend.
Okay.
And we were at a party, and he's not from he's an American rapper.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So
I remember.
He's
big. He's big.
I think he's absolutely gorgeous. Moved to me, we swapped numbers.
He was sexy.
So sexy, and he was like trying to get me to come to like the club, and I was like, not really on it. Like, his friends were like, oh,
did you speak?
Baby, he has a girlfriend.
Do you know what? Not gonna lie, I saw that on the internet.
I
just
saw it
closed my
after,
eyes.
and I was like,
and I saw it like 2 days after. I just closed my eyes.
Same, because there'd been like a video of them.
Yeah, proper. It was like a proper hard launch. The launch. He still trying to hit you up after that?
No.
Okay. Nah, she's just expressing it, and it just was a fly by the night situation when somebody he was actually fucking with. Y'all framing that shit like that girl was actually cheating with this nigga anyway. But this situation, yeah, like I was just about to say, it reminded me of somebody else's situation, and then I blanked. But girl, yeah, I'm praying for the girls that really be believing these niggas. But I'm gonna tell you what it is though. Niggas be, Niggas be fucking a coochie up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be coming in saying all of the right shit, being a person that you want them to be. You get all excited and comfortable, and the next thing you know, they pull a rug from out under you. That shit is intentional because they want to humble you. You got to move away from men like that, okay? Because the thing that aggravates me is that y'all act like these types of men don't intentionally confuse women. They do. They intentionally make you feel like they want these things that they don't actually want. And then, it's your fault. Trying to get my fan on. No. Why is it? It's plugged up. But it's plugged up. Oh my God. Adios míos. Oh my God. Is he fine? I think for somebody, if girl. Me in my bag.
In private, because a lot of people publicly know, family knows and everything, but this person
yeah, girl. It's sad, girl. It's sad. It be like that. You gotta be careful. These niggas be trying to get you, girl. They be trying to get you. All right, y'all, let's move on. Okay, I'm trying to see where I want to go next. I know where I want to go next. I'm trying to find a video. Okay, so y'all know Tia Kemp and Mona got into it over the weekend, right? Y'all know that, right? Now, if y'all know me, y'all know that there are certain people I find funny or humorous, so I enjoy certain things about them, but I can't live in that area with them, okay? And the way, there are people that be on live arguing and fighting and shit on that's what I was going to say before I moved on about the whole cheating thing, because it took me back to this situation, and the girl was in the comments asking me like, what's the problem with, not wanting the man, to be clocking what your man is doing on social media and all of that. And I explained it, but I also wanted to say this, that when you be worrying about that, I hope y'all know, like, niggas kind of like that you are worried about those things. So, for instance, a man wants to have some type of control over you, and making you feel fear that he may cheat on you makes him feel like he's really attractive and you really love him and really want him because you scared he gonna cheat on you. Men who really want to be with you because they like the fact that you be worrying about if they cheating on you, they're going to cheat on you. They're going to cheat on you. So for me, a lot of times it seems like when men are actually trustworthy, they don't want somebody hyper policing them, not because they're not to be trusted, but because what you got to do all of that for? Like, I'm not doing nothing, so what you need to be doing all of that for? Men want you to be questioning them and going through their phone, and all of that, because they want to create that dynamic with you where you're chasing them, running behind them. Where are you going? What you doing? Men actually enjoy that. Yes, it feeds their ego. It feeds their ego. So when you be hyper worried about, who he texting, who he DMing, who pictures he liking on social media, you're too invested. And a nigga that like to cheat is going to hear you talk about, oh no, I don't like when da-da-da-da. And he going to be like, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. Okay? Girl, that's what he going to be like. That's what he going to do, girl. Because you've now let him know that you have a weak spot. You have something that he can use against you. And being scared that a nigga going to cheat on you, niggas love to use that against women. I don't know if y'all peeped it. Think about the Scott brothers on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They love to use the fact that their women are afraid of being cheated on to control them, right? So now I can force, and coerce all of this sex out of Kimmy because she's scared that I'm going to go and cheat on her. Versus if you're a woman that don't, you just going to prove to me who you are. If you go out there and cheat on me, you're just going to prove to me that you aren't trustworthy. You're just going to prove to me that we don't need to be together. That's all you're going to do. That's just going to move me away from you. If you have that understanding, niggas won't play with you like that. You won't give them time to play with you like that. But a lot of y'all, you know, you like to be worried about those things. And niggas see that as somebody that they can control and they can manipulate because you all emotional and shit and worrying about them things. Child, the way I have a nigga nerves bad, child, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do, but just know this. If you think you gonna fuck over a real one, be very
Mona,
clear. Be very clear. I play these nigga games. I play these nigga games. Don't get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Girl, what you want is a man that ain't trying to even, you know, get that rise out of you. But y'all got to stop being crazy. Because a lot of times as women, y'all be tripping. Like, I'm sorry, but I got to say that to y'all sometimes. Y'all really be out there, like, tripping. And I want to know what you're doing and where you going and talk to me, girl. Girl, go find something to do. Go get a hobby. Go do something with yourself. Stop being so up under these niggas and codependent and wondering where they going all the time. That's why them niggas be, like, low-key aggravated. Girl, just scoot back a little bit. Just scoot back a little bit. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all. So let's get into Tia and Mona. But yeah, y'all, you got to be careful out here because sometimes a cheating ass lying nigga love to see, yo, oh, where you going? Let me check your phone. You know, they love to see y'all coming. They love to see y'all coming because you look like somebody that they can manipulate. You look like somebody that they can have crying and sick. And you know how many niggas love to have you hoes crying and sick over them? Girl, they love it. They want it. Girl, you at the house, I'm going down. That's why these niggas be so mad when y'all be like, man, fuck that shit, man. I ain't about to be crying. Fuck that nigga. I'm going to go and get me some new shit. Now all of a sudden you a hoe because you wasn't at home crying over these niggas. Meanwhile, they'll move on from you before y'all even break the fuck up. But anyway, y'all. Yeah, y'all got to quit being an overseer. Shawty, back up. Back up. Go do something with yourself. If you got to do all of that, you don't need to be in no relationship. Them niggas be, yes, they feed. Yes, girl, they feed off of that. My dad told me this long ago. Yeah, because men that got sense, they don't want to be with no woman that's doing all of that. Like, girl, you doing too much. You stressing me out. You stressing yourself out. Maybe we just don't need to be together. That's a man that really is not trying to fuck over you a lot of times. Okay, but you know you can't trust none of these niggas, so take this shit with a grain of salt. But, girl, you got to be like, go do your thing, nigga. Let them show you who they are. And then hurt their fucking feelings.
Tia is a comedian, young T, right? Rick Ross' baby mom, right?
This is how it started, y'all. This is how it started. I remember when it happened. I saw the clip. I said, "Now Mona." I actually was in the comments on one of these posts where she was talking about this because I'm like, "Now Mona, this is where you become male-centered. Because why the fuck is we mad on behalf of Rick Ross and his titties?"
I've been a huge fan of Tia. I don't really like what it stands for. I've had this conversation on my lives and y'all always disagree with me. I think it's corny that a baby mom who he beef with on that tip ends up famous. I think it's corny, whatever. She's been famous for 1,000 years. Her resurgence is her with the flip phone talking shit. Tia is a very beautiful woman.
I don't know why it's corny to get back at these niggas. That's only because y'all feel like women shouldn't be as snaky as men. Even though men be snaky as fuck to women, right? Like, just like today, I saw this video of Carlisa talking about Jaden, and she was like, I can't tell, to my Blueface, I can't tell your son that you not coming to see him because his mom fucked your best friend because you fucked her best friend. And it's like, why you didn't start off with your son fucked his baby mama best friend first? Why you didn't start off with that when you know the chain of events was Jonathan fucked Jaden's friend and then Jaden fucked Jonathan's friend? But when you tell the story, you start off with Jaden like she just did it all on her own and it wasn't a response to what that nigga did. Now, at the end of the day, that's some whole shit. Right? When y'all do stuff, I wouldn't do that either. I wouldn't play that role. I'll hurt your feelings another way, but I'm not going to degrade myself by fucking your grimy ass homeboy in order to get back at you. That's just not my way. However, if a nigga is grimy like Rick Ross, I expect for his old lady to be duly grimy. And I feel like Tia showed up like the match to a grimy nigga. I'm a grimy baby mom. You play me out, you diss me on some fuck shit, then I'm going to diss you. I'm going to fuck your friend. I'm going to meet up with your op. I'm going to be posted up on the magazines and all of that shit. Now, again, I would not handle it like that. Cause I don't like for it to look like a nigga pimping me out. You know what I'm saying? Cause low key, you know, it looked like that when he standing, you know, on the ground beneath you on the magazine cover. I don't know if y'all ever seen that magazine cover with Tia Kemp from back in the day, but she, you know, she was fine and beautiful, ass up, and then 50 Cent is underneath her with a camera smiling and laughing. So to me, I would never let that grimy ass nigga use me because that nigga grimy too. Now I'm letting this grimy ass nigga use me like I'm a hoe in a battle against my fuck ass baby daddy. I wouldn't let that happen because for me, 50 Cent ain't shit neither. So I'm not gonna go in with him because I feel like he ain't gonna do nothing but fuck over a bitch anyway. He fucked over his baby mama. I wouldn't trust that nigga. Okay? I probably would have went about it another way. But again, Tia is just as grimy as the niggas that she was laid up with. And I don't understand why it's so much more fucked up when the women do it back to the men. Why is that? Because of misogyny. Because y'all feel like men should be able to fuck a girl home, you know, her homegirl and all of that. And the woman shouldn't respond in light because she has to be on a higher level than the man. She has to care about herself more and all of that. Yeah, all that shit. But at the end of the day, girl, I ain't mad at you. It ain't gonna never be something that I bring up as a reason to be upset at you.
Right? I think a lot of that new fan base don't know that she bent over in pictures with Rick Ross and all the magazines. I don't think they know how ill that shit got between them. That she went to
I do. I don't give a fuck.
a jewelry store with his op.
Yeah.
Like, why am I the only person that thinks that's a nasty?
He interviewed
It
her.
irritates.
You the only reason that feel that way because everybody else can see that Rick Ross is a nasty motherfucker. And so because we can see that Rick Ross is a nasty motherfucker, we don't care about the fact that Tia Kemp responded in a nasty way. That's why. Because we're not starting in the middle. We're starting at the beginning. And 9 times out of 10, a nigga like Rick Ross, you done already dogged that lady out tenfold by the time she get to taking advantage of the situation with 50 Cent. If you ask me, and that's just if you ask me. Let me see if I can find the picture. And 50 Cent has always been a bitch ass nigga that's willing to use women as weapons against men. Some bitch ass shit. It is bitch ass shit. It almost reminds me, and then like acting like, oh, who does that? It's like, girl, all of the old hoes, all of these old niggas and these old hoes, girl. I was so shocked to find out how Jay-Z and Nas was fucking each other's girlfriends and baby mamas back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, do you niggas want a sword touch or what? Because the fact that y'all like to go behind each other and fuck on the same women that the last nigga that you beefing with then fuck, is low-key giving, I want my dick to be where his dick has been. Now I find that a little gay. And it's fine. But what the fuck is going on? Okay? Hold up, y'all. Because I'm pulling up the picture of Tia Kemp on, this was Smooth. Let me put that in. Smooth. Girl, we used to have such good magazines in the early 2000s. Do y'all remember like Honey Magazine? Girl, we had so many like real fire ass magazines in the early 2000s, girl. Ooh, y'all do not know what it's like to get a nice size magazine with just a whole bunch of good ass stuff in it, girl. You just love this magazine. It's a good magazine, girl. All right, here we go. I'm about to pull it up. So this is what she talking about, girl. Tia look good, right? That was the cover on Smooth Magazine. Yes, God. It is very homoerotic. And I don't like the way he's the photographer and you letting him exploit you. Like, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like about it, right? But at the same time, when it comes to, like, you know, I'm doing it to get back at Rick Ross, girl, fuck that nigga. The fuck about Rick Ross, girl? Fuck that big titty, you know, eye sliding off the side of his head like motherfucking sunny side up egg ass nigga. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. You know, that old Molly in a drink, fucking on young ass girls. You know what I'm saying? Exploitive ass bitch ass nigga. Girl, fuck that nigga and fuck this nigga. I don't care about none of that. That would never be enough reason. Oh, you was flawed to your baby daddy. Girl, fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
I'm so tired of y'all. Like, I just feel like I'm the only person with like, But whatever, she's super entertaining. Am I entertained by her? Not really, but she's super entertaining. I'm happy for her. Somebody called me to work with this lady. Because she does, she's on tour. And me and her are doing the same kind of rooms. I said to him, she does stand up? He said, oh. I said, oh, what? What does she do? Like, what are we going to do together?
I thought she only
Tia
on
Kemp's
TikTok
on
Live.
tour, babe. Pull that clip up for me, please, just so I can show them. Listen, it pissed me off. I don't care if it's petty. It pissed me off. It pisses me off. When he said that, first of all, to be honest, I ain't interested in linking anyway. Ain't nobody link me. I'm not at that point in my career, whatever. I put people on. People need, shout out to Riz. Riz did a great job at Pittsburgh. People need a little, I put people on. I don't want to link with nobody that's already on and we got to collab. I don't need no help. You know what I mean? I don't need our brands to collab. On top of the fact, I don't trust nobody. I'm from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I don't trust nobody. And nobody was welcome when I needed it. Nobody was welcome. Since that bitter, I don't care. Y'all, everybody. Now, I don't want to be like that with a woman at all. But it would be, if she came and said, yo, I'm trying to get into the market to lunch, it's me from Philly or whatever, it would be a better chance. I still would say no, though, just to be honest.
Mona, you put comedians on all the time.
Yes, I do. But I wouldn't link up with somebody viral.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or like a famous person, or I haven't done it so far. I don't want to do it. If we not vibing because I like you, I don't want to just collab in our only thing. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't be making myself clear. Let me make myself clear. I don't want to collab with somebody, and the only reason why we're collabing is because we're sharing our virality, or we're sharing our, you understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying?
You want to build a relationship or a rapport at least.
We have to have something other than that.
Yeah.
Our only thing can't be, you got all the followers, I got followers. And no shade, some of y'all need that. I don't need that. It was a time I did need it. I don't need it. Mute up.
Okay. We need to hear some more. Let's hear some more, right? I want to hear some more because I already told y'all how I feel about the whole, what she said about Rick Ross. Like, fuck that nigga, girl. That's not a good enough reason. If you feel like y'all just don't jive, y'all don't jive. I don't know why
Mona, you said
she needed to say that. But I do know that beefing online is the new thing to do. Like, even, so for instance, making videos about Samira, people that don't have no followers, was going viral because they did a video about somebody that a lot of people hate. Every other day, somebody is making a video about Dominique Morgan, trying to make it seem like she done did some shit. And it's also that they can get clout off of you. This is not new. It's not new to start beefs with people on the internet for clout because people like mess. So if they see y'all beefing and y'all fighting and shit, then it's going, it's going to make everybody be paying attention and it raises engagement. Yeah. It ain't my way. I don't give a fuck to do all of that. I naturally piss people off. I just be giving my opinion and I be making motherfuckers mad. So I don't never feel the need to try that hard. I don't know what's going on with Mona's beef with Tia. I'm still trying to hear it because I feel like that Rick Ross shit is some bullshit. And I do think that she speaks more on it in this clip. So let's listen. And Tia Kemp right quick. I need I need to see it. Cause I saw maybe one clip of her at a club, but I don't
Myra, get out of here, bro. Please be quiet.
Hold up. Speaking of Samira, Tia Kemp comedy show. Everybody trying to make their money. It's what it is.
What is that? I'm wondering why everybody. Hold the fuck up. So y'all can't screen record me? Hey, I don't know who own this place, but if y'all don't come unlock my niece's motherfucking phone, I know something. And I swear to God, bitch, I dropped the mic. Fuck you think I came here for? Get him, y'all motherfucking phone. What the fuck is this?
And this is when I start to understand why Mona said that. All right.
Listen, motherfuckers, this ain't 1821. If you don't get these people back they fucking phones they work hard to pay for, I motherfucking know something.
All right, so that's what she really was talking about. Okay. So comedians actually write their jokes and they write their set, right? As somebody that's done this before, and writes my set, you know what I mean? I've only done it one good time, child, but I have another one that I'm writing so I can do my next live show. I need to get back into it. But it is something that you write. It is something that you formulate, that you go in and then you go back in and you correct things. And then you do it on stage and some things land, some things don't. So you change certain things around. You're crafting the show because eventually this show will then be mass produced somewhere. So you need these little shows in order to be able to see what's good. But social media has ruined that for comedians because by the time they have crafted the shit the way they want it to be, people have posted the shit on social media. Now the joke is old. Now it's not gonna hit the same because even though you didn't come to the show, you heard the show you heard the joke on social media because somebody posted it. So that's why a lot of comedians that have the clout, that have the power, will be like, no, y'all can't record at my show because I want to be able to work on my show without other people seeing it that didn't pay to see it, right? That is what a lot of comedians feel, and I absolutely understand exactly what the fuck Mona is talking about. I don't know why she had to frame it with the Rick Ross shit, because it didn't, but that goes back to being male-centered and her still working on that, because Mona is working on her male-centeredness. You can hear it on the Joe Budden podcast. Being amongst them slow-ass niggas will force you to be like, well, wait a minute, nigga. You know what I mean? So I understand where she's coming from. I do think it was expressed in a way of, I am tired of y'all motherfuckers that don't really do this shit coming into this space and kind of like just fucking it up. Right? Because now you in here telling everybody take their phone out the bag, and the comedians that are actually working on the set and not just coming up here running their fucking mouth, like they actually want the phones, you know what I'm saying, to be locked down for their set. So I understand where Mona is coming from, and I do feel like there's a level of, a level of hate that's happening, right? But I almost feel like it's low-key a righteous hate, because when you really do care about whatever art form you're taking place in, when people come in and make it cheaper, when people come in and make it less of an art form, it is upsetting to the people that put in the work to make it an art form. It's no different to me than how actors used to feel towards reality stars, right? How people feel about AI music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to listen to no motherfucking AI music, bitch. Make me where's the real artist? You know what I mean? So I feel like I understand what Mona is saying, but it is still coming off in a way like you don't like the fact that she's been able to get to the places that you're in without having the same amount of work ethic and what you're doing. And honestly, I feel like, it's not something for you to hate on, but she hates on it. You could tell that it's something that bothers her. But it ain't nothing for you to hate on. Because at the end of the day, your crowd is your crowd. Her crowd is her crowd. I wouldn't even be worrying about it. To me, I'd have been like, yeah, y'all can open y'all phones up for Tia. But when I come out here, y'all better lock them fucking phones up. Okay, bitch? I better not see. And if I see you posted my shit, I'm going to get online and I'm going to fucking roast you if I see you done posted my shit and I told y'all to close them damn phones down. Lock them down. Okay? So I feel like Mona just really needed to not go at that in the way that she did. But she's entitled to express her opinion about not liking somebody. That's another thing. Like, she's entitled to be like, I don't like that bitch. She's entitled. So let's, we heard all of that. So let's go over here to live bite. Wait, hold up. First of all, let me see if I got some Tia Kemp from over here first. I don't think I do. But Tia went off on her. Let me see if it's on live bites. Child, Tia be licking her teeth and cursing y'all the fuck out. Nah, this ain't the one. This ain't the one. I'm so mad, y'all, because I absolutely saved it to this shit. I saved it to this. Okay? I ain't mad. Bitch, why you talking like? Because sometimes you talk stupid because it's funny. Just because it's funny, bitch. For no other reason. Not trying to act like black people. But y'all was taking it to another level, too. Y'all was saying that, here you go. That's the one I saw first.
I got my bag. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't be caring if a bitch laugh, cry, or have a seizure in that motherfucker, boy. You better take your epilepsy medicine before you come in that bitch, cause once my 45 minutes up, I'm headed out that bitch. Hear me? You hear me? I'm gone, man. You hear me, dogs? Oh, listen, I ain't giving a fuck whether you laugh or no. And I tell you, when I walk out there, bitch, I ain't come here to tell no jokes. I ain't no comedian. I'm a hustler and I'm a trapper hoe. That's one of my lines. That's one of my punchlines when I come out there. Y'all know I ain't no motherfucking comedian. Don't address me as no comedian, no comic, or none of that shit. Yeah, I ain't that. I'm a trapper. I'm a hustler. I ain't coming to game being no comedian. You think I'm funny. I don't think I'm motherfucking funny.
Well, that's a response.
Mo down here where these palm trees at, son of a bitch, you. Pale ass hoe. Hoe better not talk about me, that I can see every vein running through a motherfucking face and arms. You better get the fuck out. You can't go get no goddamn blood drawn. Your ass don't blood clot all up. Bitch can't even go get a blood drawn. Bitch be blood clotted all up. I can see the whole knot turn like a prune no raisin. Girl, you don't leave me fucking alone, girl. We ain't the same, pussy hoe. That's all I'm saying. Bitch, shit. I'm just saying, girl, you ain't the same, man. So you can't sit over there and talk about what you don't like about me, hoe. You wants to be me. You wish you was me. Cause that's what it sounds like. And another thing, y'all hoes better stop, get off that coke and them perks, cause I'ma tell you, man, I done have about 10, 20 people that hit me up and say, Tia, she talking too slow. That hoe on cocaine or that hoe on perky durkies.
Nobody's talking slow on cocaine.
And bitch, I don't do either, so I wouldn't know how a bitch talk on that shit. But I had to look at a couple videos. I was like, oh, God. I'm arguing with a cracky. I ain't only arguing with a cracker. I'm arguing. Mo down here with these palms.
Yeah, okay, hold up.
They hate light-skinned bitches, and I used to beat the fuck out of y'all. And don't minimize me to some half-white bitch that eat potato salad with raisins, and don't do that. No shade to the mixed bitches. But don't do that. I'm not mixed. My mother black, my father black. Stop. Y'all sick. Y'all bitches hate light-skinned bitches, and the shit bother you. And the fact that colorism is something that we're finally talking about, we can't add to that some of you bitches hate light-skinned bitches. Don't nobody want to hear no light-skinned bitch cry and no light-skinned bitch tears about the bullying and harassment she faced when black bitches been getting it from birth. From birth. I talked to a girl the other day, that family picture, she ain't in one family picture. She the only black one on her family. Her mother never got her fucking picture taken. And because of that, I'm not gonna waste too much time on the fact that I hate you bitches that hate light-skinned bitches. And I used to beat the fuck out of y'all. I'm not gonna waste too much time with that. I'm white, it's raisins in the potato salad, cool. I'm big, I'm ugly. Let me tell you how it go. I'm ugly, I'm big, I'm a bum, I'm a whore, I'm on drugs, I'm a scammer. I just gave you all her responses. Let's wrap this shit up. I ain't got time. You go ahead and give them a phone, call somebody's cousin, and cuss them out for them. And I'm going to go ahead and do what the fuck I'm doing. Matter of fact, how about I don't ever mention you again? That's what I'm going to start doing for y'all. I talked to a...
Hold on, let me see if they had got some of the shit beforehand. If Live Bites had got some of the stuff beforehand, y'all know they be down to the screen record. I don't know how they be catching all of the shit that Live Bites be catching. All right, that was it. That was the beginning of what y'all got. I thought I had saved another one.
Tia got mad because the club locked up everybody's phone so they couldn't tape, right? I'm a fucking comic, right? Comedians don't want their sets taped. It's a normal, regular, degular, schmegular kind of situation. You feel me? But if you didn't have any idea about comedy, or you didn't know how to do stand-up, or if you really never did this kind of showbiz shit, you would say something stupid like, why the fuck y'all lock their phones up? Y'all can't screen record me. Y'all can't screen record me. It irritated me. I feel like you purposely talking like you want to sound ignorant, more ignorant than you already sound. I know the lady not dumb. I know the lady a hustler. Her motherfucking kids went to college. She understands the importance of college. I know she don't talk like that, but she's selling y'all a minstrel show and y'all like it. She's selling y'all a minstrel show and y'all like it. That's cool. Again, I'm not trying to...
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I low key kind of agree with selling y'all a minstrel show. I'm not gonna lie, because Tia be on the phone arguing with some of them people. Like anybody that gets on live with Dre Baby and the rest of them people, I just be like, well, that's a way to get it. That's a way to go viral. Good luck with that. But it does give minstrel show a lot of the times. I'm not even going. I remember Tia said something about how somebody showed up to the prom that they had. They had like a prom, and I think maybe Alexis Sky might have shown up and had her ass out or something like that. And Tia was going off about class. I'm like, girl, class. Girl, you ain't nowhere near nobody classy. What is you talking about? Ain't no class around there. What you mean?
Bring y'all to me. This lady run TikTok, this her act. I'm not running no social media site. I can't say the gram is mine, TikTok is mine, because I happen to have a talent. The stage is mine. Tia got mad because the club locked up. All that, I'm half white and the raisins in the potato salad, bitch, you got it. I'm not even gonna go back and forth with you because you don't fucking know me, bitch. That little you white shot, that shit old and dry, that's all y'all got. And every bitch in them comments with her calling me white is bitches that already don't like light-skinned bitches. That's the thing. We beating a dead horse. How the fuck would I call somebody to do a fucking tour with you, little head? Why? Riddle me this. We doing the same size rooms, babe. City wineries and Zannies and shit. Why the fuck? Listen, if it's that deep, right? Let's go stand up and see who funny for real. You just gotta promise you don't let them niggas on your team write them jokes, boo. That's what you gotta promise. You gotta promise that when you go up there and do stand up, that it come from your fucking brain to your fucking hand to your pen, and that's that. But you can't promise that because you don't do stand up. And more power to you, can make a bag without really a talent to speak of. But don't come for a bitch that really worked on some shit and came out the street and got it together. Don't do that. And all that.
I don't know. I don't think Mona has been like on no minstrel show shit. Not in my opinion. I think she just is who she is. But I don't think it's in the same manner that Tia be up here performing for folks. And honestly, like, you know, I think Tia's funny and all of that, but in real life, who wants to be around an old bitch that's screaming and hollering on the phone all day? She get her money and all of that. She bad. You know what I'm saying? I heard she got that young ass boy that she fucking with engaged to now, but I don't believe nothing that nobody say because I can't tell whether it's a skit or not. Yeah, I wish that Mona had not like brought that to the internet because it caused all this fucking calamity. But she got every right to feel how the fuck she feel. And Tia got every right to be like, bitch, fuck you. But I don't know why we gotta be like, you're not black and all of that. That shit is lame to me.
Tell that half white crack ass raisin in the potato salad eating asshole. That hoe don't want none of me. Ain't none that Mona Love hoe. What's up with her?
When I tell y'all, Tia is so gay to me. It's hilarious. Like, it's just certain things that give stud. Bitch, it's certain things that give, I know what it feel like to have a strap on in between my legs.
I just seen a video, that hoe talking reckless about me. Wasn't that hoe just trying to get some money with me? Ain't you managing that boring asshole? Can't sell out an arena?
Ain't nobody, neither one of y'all is selling out arenas. Why is she talking like that? Ain't neither one of y'all selling out no fucking arena.
You just offered me a proposition with this corny ass, half white, cracker ass bitch. The hoe on something talking about how I went and did something with 50 Cent. Tell that hoe, first of all, don't talk about 17 years ago, hoe. And the hoe don't know what caused me to go do that. Tell that puss ass hoe, that hoe can't even sell out. That hoe need to talk about me to get some motion. Didn't you just have that hoe in San Antonio somewhere? That hoe couldn't have 40 people coming to motherfucking in the comedy club?
It said very stud, and I didn't want to say it. Bitch, I'ma say it. I'ma say, bitch, I'm low-key attracted to the bitch, me. It's a bunch of nigga shit going on.
I'm just keeping it real, Ty. Let's keep it real. You tell that half white crack ass raisin in the potato salad eating asshole.
Tia is a comedian, young T, right?
What is that?
I hate you bitches that hate light skin. Tia got mad because the club locked up everybody's phone so they couldn't tape, right?
Yeah. This one of them situations when I get tired. You know, she do remind me of Plies. Them fucking teeth. And yeah, it is a lot of like moving back and forth. Like, girl, what is you? Oh, listen, it's hilarious. I'm not even gonna front on you, but it's hyper performance. It's hyper performance, and you know, like that's them people business, girl. Whatever make y'all the money that y'all need to get by, you know, whatever live, you know, get y'all the life that y'all want to live. I don't begrudge you, bitch. Do what you got to do. But yeah, y'all, it's just unfortunate that them two male identified women that we both all, you know, like on some level, that they started beefing. That is so sad. I ain't gonna lie, I like both of them. I do. I like, because Mona sometimes is very much a voice of reason. I feel like Mona is growing in her perspective and all of that. And I also feel like Tia is just naturally funny, right? Like naturally somebody that is entertaining. That doesn't mean that she's a comedian, but a lot of times what we do up here, like as content creators talking our shit, yappers as they like to call us, if you really can't transition that into being able to write a set, then you're gonna get up there and do you're gonna talk your shit. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get up there and yap. And there hasn't really been a space for that a person gets to yap and they're not a comedian. So because of social media, it's created this new space that a lot of times the only place the yappers can go when they want to do a live show is a comedy space. Not that they actually are, but that's usually the best space for you to rent. And as somebody that's, you know, been doing this, yeah, like that's just kind of how you end up in the same spaces with them. And if you don't really take to it like that, then you're just going to get up there and pop your shit and going to rely on the fact that you have fans that just want to see you in person. And a lot of times that's enough. I don't see nothing wrong with that, you know? Yeah, I wish Mona had not said what she said in the way that she said it. I do understand why she feels the way she feels. And if you didn't want to be using a minstrel show, the best way to handle it was not to say what you said. But also, I know how I am. When I get up here, we be on OLFP and I've been drinking, or y'all done worked on my nerves, and I might get up there and say something. I'm just lucky that people don't be clipping me. I'm just lucky that people don't be clipping me and putting me on the blogs. But I'm sure people will be cursing me the fuck out if they heard some of the shit that I say sometimes when y'all work on my nerves and I'm tired and I don't feel like bullshitting and I won't say what the fuck I want to say. Cause they, why you said that? You waited until da-da-da. Bitch, I said it when the fuck I felt like saying it. Now what? I saw somebody in the comments said earlier, why didn't Mona go talk to Tia about it? Because you know that there ain't no point in talking to some people. What you gonna talk to them for? What I'm gonna say something to you, bitch? You still gonna feel how you gonna feel. You know what I mean? They cut out the part Tia slinging homophobe. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find that before I go, cause she absolutely was getting very homophobic.
Auntie, they gonna learn to leave you alone. They are.
Not Auntie Unc. Auntie Unc fine as hell.
I ain't gonna get on nothing. I'm leaving it alone. I see she don't want to go back and forth with me. Ain't gonna be a 40-day, 40-night read. But I'm gonna just say this for you, little mama. Big face. Hey, baby girl. You better go around and ask Ty, whoever else. All the stages I've been on, I see you talking about you want to do a stand-up, go joke for joke and see who's funny. That's not what it's about. See, you in competition with me. I also just saw the video where they sent me this in the same video where you said.
And that's where Tia got the mindset right. I'm not in competition with you, bitch. I'm just doing what I want to do and I'm successful at it. That is where Tia is right in that energy. I'm not here to compete with you, bitch. I never said that I could go joke for joke with you. What I did say is, let me do me how I do me. And then I called you a white girl and all that shit.
You said that you want to go toe for toe to me, joke for joke on the stage, a comedy battle, but make sure the men's ain't writing my jokes. I ain't wrote a joke down. I don't have material. I just learned some things from Mojo Brooks last night because he had a real deep talk to me. All right?
That's another thing. A lot of times you can't talk to bitches like Tia because they only value the opinion of a man. You know, even if you wanted to go talk to them, they not going to respect you the way they going to respect the nigga. So what's the point of even talking to them?
Girl, only if you knew how I go out there and tear the stage down and just go off of energy and shit. Like, girl, they need to come, like, none of my shit is never the same. What are they talking about? Writing jokes that I don't even travel with a tablet. Are you serious?
And that's because you just get up there and you say shit. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. You don't give a fuck whether it's funny or not. Don't act like that means you're better at something because you don't put any real work into it. Because to be honest, like one of my favorite things to do about crafting a comedy show is connecting it and making sure it's streamlined. And even when I watch comedy shows, I love when people have connected their beginning, middle, and end. So there's a theme, something that they might say throughout the comedy show that's used at different times. And because like a double entendre, because it's used at different times and will have different meanings, but it's the same saying and it'll be funny every time. I love that type of like craftsmanship and creating a set. So, you know what I mean? It is absolutely an art. And I like the fact that, you know, Mona cares about that.
Good afternoon.
But you can't control what other people got going on. You got to let people do them.
They need to come, like, none of my shit is never the same. What are they talking about? Writing jokes that I don't even travel with a tablet. Are you serious? I get out there and go by energy. But I'm gonna leave her alone. I see she was kind of hurt by some of the things I said. She want to make it out of colorism thing. Never that. Never that. I just see. I can feel it. I know energy. I feel it. I can feel that coming out your soul. The hate, the jealousy, because your white girl privilege is not working for you. I see it. I see it. Nobody cares about you saying my name on the biggest, best platform in the world podcast. I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares about that. Who cares? You ain't never got nobody. Ain't gotta ever say my name. I wouldn't care.
Right. And that's because Tia, like she said, she popping. Like, and I mean pop because I'm on TikTok. So I know how Tia is running it and how Tia be on live and, you know, the people that like even now I be seeing Tokyo Vanity. She be up there now. And her and Dre Baby then got into a beat. That's how people pop on TikTok. They go on each other's TikToks to do them battle things. They curse each other out. The shit be funny. Somebody clips it. The clip goes viral. That's a lot of the times how it happens. And then people will continue to kind of be in that same, you know, the same kind of like, let's argue and rib each other type of energy. They really be on there doing the dozens and they go viral for eating each other the fuck up. That's a lot of time, girl. That make me feel like, let me go see if I can pull up, girl. Either way, y'all, I still feel like they both male-centered in a lot of ways. I like Mona. I don't feel like Mona needed to say any of that about Tia, and she could have really just kept that shit to herself because it blew up and the situation was made worse. And, you know, I don't like that because I like them both. But yeah, no, I do feel like Tia is immature and, you know, she act a fool, but I think she's funny. I think on some level she really do care. Like, you know, like Mona said, like that's somebody that actually raised their kids. That's somebody that, you know, did what the fuck they was supposed to do. You do not see Tia's kids up here on the internet all the time in no mess like that. It gives, I'm putting on when I get on the internet because this is the easiest way for me to make money and it's fun. But at the same time, like I did what I was supposed to do in a way that a lot of you bitches did not. And, you know, I appreciate her for that. I really do. Like there is a part of both of them that I enjoy and that I respect. So, you know, it's just sad to see when the black girls you like be online arguing, but it's okay because everybody don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. Everybody ain't got to like one another. I even like the way Mona genuinely is bothered by y'all calling her white girl, and I understand why. But then also seeing Tia come up there, all right, bitch, I ain't really trying to go in on you like that. All right, I'ma let like, y'all need to hug it out, bitch. Y'all need to hug it out. Like, let it be over. It's okay. Okay, y'all hoes need to hug it out or something. Okay, because y'all really don't want to fight with each other like that. And I don't want y'all to fight with each other like that, y'all. This hurt my feelings. I'm not, like, it's not even something I enjoyed like that. You know how you sometimes enjoy people going in on each other? This was not one of them times. I was just watching to hear what everybody was going to say. But I didn't like it. I'm not even going to front. All right, hold. Let me see if I can pull up when Tokyo was going in on Dre Baby because that shit, oh my God. Because to me, Dre Baby be like, and it's gonna sound fucked up. Please, y'all just know that I have a good heart. So when I say this, you know, understand I'm not trying to be fucked up. People be slow and people be mean. And they know that this gets them attention because y'all think it's funny when slow people are mean, right? So y'all give them a lot of attention and, you know, it makes them go viral and it emboldens them. So then they get on live and just start acting a fool with people and saying all types of crazy delusional shit to people because it's gotten them a lot of attention and it's gotten them money. Dre Baby is no different than Miss Netta in them. You know what I'm saying? And you notice how these people come in, y'all make fun of them, y'all make them the butt of the joke, and at some point they are, you know, they left out here because they was able to profit off that shit. But eventually, like, don't nobody like people that be online like that, and y'all still be a little slow and y'all still be struggling, you know, even after the fact, because making that little money on TikTok, doing all of that messy shit, it don't really help people in the long run. It's just for the moment. And that's their fucking business. I hope they get a social security check or something like that, like people supposed to get when they have disabilities. But yeah, girl, there's a level of, so y'all know the New Orleans, y'all know the girls be like male. Y'all know the girls be male-centered, right? Y'all know the girls be pick-me, male-centered, they be homophobic. But in general, if a New Orleans girl is fighting with somebody, I'm probably gonna be on the New Orleans girls' side. Probably. This is not all the time because some of you hoes can kiss my ass. But in this situation, I was like, you could never. See, why y'all always gotta put music on everything?
Fucking wigs, bitch. Let me tell you, you have bigger shit that you need to be worried about. Like getting furniture in your house. I just got this house 3 days ago, Dre, and this motherfucking fully furnished. You been sitting your ass over there having to blow up your mattress in the middle of the night. You got your old furniture. Night, when you get up, the camera. I bet you won't flip the camera. I bet you won't flip the camera. It's your old furniture.
Now, mind you, I need to find the other one because Dre Baby is sitting there looking like that. And then when you go in, bitch start crying and all of that. Dre Baby was online not too long ago talking about I can't stand you black bitches and blah, 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 blah. Y'all know how they do. They talk because people in the comments embolden them to say the things that they say. So they say a lot of ignorant shit.
You would never run in my shit. I don't care. You would never run in my shit. Like, you would run in the front of a t-shirt. Like, you dead ass.
Yeah, I was trying to find this clip, y'all. This the clip I saw. When I tell y'all I was crying fucking laughing. Cause he was like, I run in your shit. I run in your. She was like, you'll run in front of a fucking t-shirt. And you know, for New Orleans people, that's what we do. If you end up dead, you end up on a t-shirt.
You want Miggy?
No, y'all, it was so many.
I'm running your shit. If you see me, I see you. If you was at it. In my shit? Hell yeah. Dre, you a grown ass man, bitch. You would never run in my shit. Oh, I don't take comments like that. Dre, you would never run in my shit. I don't care. You would never run in my shit. Like, you would run in the front of a t-shirt. Like, you dead ass would. You would not run into me if you see me. You as a grown ass man, you would run and end up like on the front of a t-shirt before that. Like, they would have to fry so much fish to get you and that fucking moo-moo in the ground. If you ever thought you was gonna put your hands on me, don't play with me like that. I don't take comments with me and talk. Yeah, but like, you saying this on the internet in front of all these people, you just opened up your mouth as a grown ass man and told me if you saw me that you would run into me. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I am XX. I'm a woman. I'm XX, you XY, bitch. I'm XX, you're XY, bitch. You put your hands on me, ho. You will never be able to use them bitches again. And that
also, I need for y'all to learn. And we don't have to talk about this right now because it don't matter because I'm rolling with my girl, right? But, and I had to find this out because I used to have these same arguments with trans people. Apparently, women can also be a XXY. Not just a XX or XY, but a XXY. Because apparently there are more X's and Y's in the equation that creates a person. Girl, that's what they said. That's what they say. That's what the scientists said down there. They said it's actually not correct because there's always like anomalies, right? There are women that have like vaginas on the outside and testes on the inside, and they may have XXY. But yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that because I feel like we be thinking that we eating with that, and in actuality, what we found out is it's a little bit more complex than that.
on my mama, your mama, whoever mama, bitch.
Don't play with me like that.
Mm-mm.
I was
Well,
cool with
don't
all that
do it.
kid shit, all that playing shit, but now, bitch,
said then,
I'ma show you.
Now you scared.
Oh, fuck you then, you big googler, boogler, toogler, woogler, wear bare ass body built bitch. You ain't put no film in my ho-ho. What's hood then? What's hood? What's hood? Girl, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You late. Oh, girl, watch it. Live pro.
You see all of that? See, y'all see all of that? All of that? Like, you ain't really doing nothing.
As a female, girl, you is not a female. Like, no shade. Yeah, you might got that down there, but girl, God made you out to be a wildebeest. You and Spider, y'all are like huge mammals. Y'all are like...
Mind you, niggas said your mumu is a 6X. Who you talking to?
Fucking alligators. Like, you think because a female fucking walrus came up to me as a male, I'm not going to hit that female walrus back? As a female tiger ran up to me, I'm going to crack that female tiger. You're a tiger. You're fucking walrus. You're a fucking beast. You're fucking...
The same fat phobia that will make him feel like he's unattractive is the same fat phobia he's going to use against Tokyo. That's very interesting.
Fucking Vagar. You're fucking Syraxis. You're fucking Night Moon, Nightwalker. You're fucking huge. You're not...
Yeah, like she's big, you're big.
I was running your shit. If you see me, I see you. If you was at it.
You're running who shit?
Your apartment. Because you beef with them and they put you out. Let's wake it up. And I got an interview coming with your apartment complex. You got put out. You got put out old days.
And I was in this too. I was randomly in these. I wasn't even looking.
And that apartment was old. Bitch, you got that season 1 apartment from Love and Hip Hop. You was in that season 1 apartment from Love and Hip Hop. Girl, you just got money. You just got a single place. And bitch, show me 100,000. Show me 50,000. Avon. I challenge your homegirl to show you 50 grand.
Do you think I would ever be sitting up here talking about what I got with a nigga that only has travel furniture in his house? And that's why it's like, but this is how they, this is how they make money off TikTok. This is how you get more followers. And it's like, if you're willing to sit up there and argue with people that you really shouldn't even be arguing with, because why, girl?
Right, she been in that show. I can show you 5,000.
It's entertaining for a few minutes. So I'm not trying, no tea, no shade. Y'all do what y'all gotta do over there. It's toxic as fuck though.
$1 million on your head. Stop playing, girl. You playing with the wrong girl. Get your girl. Get your team to help. Get your girl to help.
The wig has shifted. The wig is on the side.
Bitch, she broke.
So yeah, and then what happened?
He do it all the time.
Why are we making ourselves
Valentino case? I didn't, and y'all are jealous of me. Y'all are liars of me. Y'all are trying to make stuff up. It didn't.
This is mental illness that y'all have exploited and capitalized off of. That's what this is.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I never said nothing to Tokyo Valentino. No, I watched Akbar literally sit up there and bring up some y'all of the community got it. If y'all, she started going somewhere else versus just standing on the facts.
Yeah, hold up.
That's on my mama, your mama, whoever mama, bitch. Don't play with me like that. I was cool with all that kids.
Hold up. I just want to see if there was any ones that I missed.
People that okay, so I'm saying to you,
like you
this is why we added. This is why we added, because you spoke on me.
No, we not added. Like, I'm not added with you. I'm not beefing with you.
I was running your shit. If you see me, I see you.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you talking to people like that?
Again, encircle this man, because I feel like last night we got on so bad start. And
this was after, y'all, the wig is killing me.
How it ended.
And I think the goal is to look like somebody mama that just got fucked, right? The goal is to look like I'm walking around in my muumuu with my wig slightly shifted to the side to show that some man just came and wore me out. I think that's what that's what they want to look like.
I play a lot, and I sense that from you based on your videos and your banter. I don't know how you took it so.
I can't stand when he gets into this voice, this politically correct voice that he does. I cannot stand that shit. He did that with old boy. Old boy read the fuck out him. We gonna get that clip later. Hold up.
Personal when you was like, oh,
because when we was joking, like see, this is the thing. Like all bullshit aside,
Okay.
I seen your video, and when I seen your video on IG, like I told you yesterday, I responded to it as a woman, a black woman who uses the female restroom. Okay. You know, just listening to, at that time, a black man who I'm unfamiliar with at the time, making a video about females in general, female bathrooms, our space, and all of that. I just said a funny video back. I said something. You have said...
Wait, you said funny?
It was funny to...
It was kind of mean. It was kind of mean.
I don't really think so, but I mean, I think
you called me names and stuff. You were saying like I was this, I was a beast.
You call people names too, Drake. You call me.
But I'm never. But see, that's what I'm saying.
You call me. Hold on. You call me a million.
But let me finish.
Like,
but I'm saying when you did
call
that
me a
video,
million names. I just watched you call Spider a million names and put a white woman on the screen.
When you did the video, when you did the video, I had never said nothing about you. My thing is about
It was just a portion of what you said about black women and black women.
Let me finish.
You said something about black women and black women's
Black women? Wait, you
said something like, well, not black women. Just wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
It wasn't about black women.
I didn't mean to say black women. You said something about women and women's faces. I was just still on. You had just told Spider, a black woman, that she wasn't shit and called a white woman on screen and said that she was a bad bitch. So that's what I was talking about. I had just put those together or whatever like that. But what I was saying was, you made a video about women and women's faces, and I responded to it, right? So moving forward, right? If you felt the type of way, like a type of way where you felt like you just told me that it was me.
No, but
you just told me that it was me.
I want to clarify. That's what I'm saying.
Right, I'm trying to clarify with you.
But I'm saying you said I felt the way. No, you actually the one that felt the way.
No, I just felt the way that you was talking about.
Okay, so see, this is the thing. Tokyo might be messy, right? Like, enjoy this type of shit because she good at reading and, you know, again, male censored, all of that shit, right? But at the same time, Tokyo has sense. Tokyo's very smart. What happens with people like Dre Baby is they're never being honest. It's all about winning. It's whatever you need to do in the moment. In the moment, she bagged your ass back. So now you trying to... You know, wait a minute, I didn't say this. You said that. No, don't be obtuse. And that's what he's doing. He's playing in her face. That's why you can't have conversations with people like Dre Baby. Because they just gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like girl. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get to that Speedy clip. Like, there's no point in having a conversation. They're not gonna have a real conversation with you. They're not gonna have an honest conversation with you. There's no point.
My faces. I didn't know you.
I clarified for you that was...
You didn't clarify.
I did, babe. I said that if you listen to the... I clarified last night. I said, no, oh my God.
We're not talking about last night, and that's what keep getting fucked up. Okay, like, I'm trying to tell you from the beginning,
this is what I'm saying.
We can just put the timeline out.
But I'm saying...
You keep trying to tell me about an incident that happened yesterday.
I'm you, Tokyo, when you clip farming, you need to know better than to clip farm.
Bitch, is you crazy? Clip farming what? I don't know shit about clip farming. I just been streaming.
That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to give you some insight. So what clip farming basically means is that people take a bigger segment and break it down to the negative part of the segment so that people get reactions. Right. So what you did was basically you took a clip, and me thinking you smarter than that, and not listen to
I didn't take no clip. It was a clip that...
He really trying to play on her top right now and act like he's smarter than her, sitting in that wig looking like that. That's why I can't stand people, because they will really be slow as fuck and then play in your face like you stupid. At the end of the day, nigga, you can try to frame it however the fuck you want to. This is the internet. If you post anything on the internet and I want to clip it and respond to it, I can. What you mean no better than to do that? The fuck is you talking about?
I was online. I didn't shorten it.
I just said, oh my God.
I didn't shorten it. Like, this is what I want you to understand, because see, I think you're giving yourself
I never
a little more
said you
credit.
did. I'm just giving...
I didn't go on none of your social medias.
I never said you did.
I didn't go on any of your social medias and take a long clip and shorten it.
So y'all see how he's doing this right now? And it's condescending and it's fake as fuck? This is what Drew Sidora be doing. Y'all don't be peeping it. But this is what Drew be doing. This exact same shit.
What was already out there for me.
So what I'm saying is that the clip you had saw, you took it and you made a video. Not saying you did it.
I did.
Right. So I'm saying...
And how long ago was that, Drake?
I just never got...
How long ago was it? How long ago was it?
This is my first time being on screen with you. You've been ducking
Your first time being... I got one video about
bitch. I never made no other... I'm out there. I'm from the west side of Baltimore.
You cannot get up with me, bitch. You've been trying to get on this screen to do that, but let me tell you something.
Because I'm saying I want to clarify.
Let me educate you, bitch. You can never motherfucking get up with me.
I don't want to. I'm trying to clarify.
Bitch.
Again, encircle this man.
Listen, and then it went into a deep read, bitch. It went into a deep read at some point.
Because last night we got on something.
Hold up.
Hey, sister. Hey, sis.
To the mama, and Nanny gonna call you right back, okay?
Child, they be playing in these. That's why I can't do all these humiliation rituals and shit.
I love you too. Happy birthday.
Because I feel like last night we got
And all of that. Bitches, you crazy? Clip forming what? I don't ass motherfucking wigs, bitch. Let me tell you. You have bigger shit that you need to be worried about.
Like
getting furniture in your house. I just got this house 3 days ago, Dre, and this motherfucking fully furnished. You been sitting your
It's
ass
the old
over there having to
furniture.
blow up your
It's the
mattress
old
in
furniture.
the middle of the night.
You got
Every
your old
motherfucking
furniture.
night, when you
Flip
get
the
up,
camera. I
you
bet you
gotta
won't flip
blow
the
up.
camera.
It don't matter whether it's old Dre. You don't have any furniture. That's the point. All right, let me pull up him in Speedy because that shit was hilarious, y'all. I gotta show y'all that. I'm gonna get off here. I'm sorry. We had to go to messy TikTok because I know a lot of y'all don't be knowing about this messy ass shit that be going on, and it is literally so funny. But I don't stay over here. I see the clips and I keep going. I do not sit on these people's fucking long ass lives. I don't care. No. I like debate
Congratulations.
talk. I'm not about to just be up here watching y'all curse each other out. I need a debate to be happening.
You make music?
Yes, I have a song out. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Oh my God, wait, whoa. Oh my God, wait, oh my God. I've been doing this just for so long, this streaming thing, that I'm trying to catch a break. So to have someone that I kind of seen, are you Beyonce? No. Are you Charlamagne the God? No. Are you Diane Sawyer? No. Are you Barbara Walters? No. But you are someone that I feel like, do you have some form of influence? Are you with A-list celebrities? No. Is they C,
All
D,
the
E, F,
times.
G celebrities? Yes.
All the times,
I do
playing
feel
in your
like you
face.
do have some type of influence. So I do appreciate you giving me some type of boost in what I truly want to do. Are you married? No. Do you have children? No. Do you have a girlfriend? No. Are you in an apartment? Yes. So the things that you're telling me, I definitely appreciate, and I definitely thank you for that. So you know,
I appreciate that. And
it's people that talk like this and so messy, and it's like, you know, if your code switching worked for you, honey, you know, you might have real furniture in your house, girl. I'm sorry, because it's just the fuck.
And hearing all of that come from you, like, really does mean a lot. Like, do you have art on your walls? No. Is that carpet probably a little musty? Yes. Do you have water bottles and garbage just littered around your 500 square foot apartment? Yes. Is that muumuu a size 6X? Yes. Are your gums bigger than they should be? Yes. Are your sideburns darker than your contour? Yes. You know what I'm saying? And again, the fact that this is a judgment-free zone for both of us means a lot to me. It's just two brothers coming together, linking up, like building. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. Loved it. Loved it.
no shade, take the gum thing back. That's really fucking sensitive right now. The gum thing is super sensitive. Like,
Wait, you have sensitive? You should use Sensodyne. Like, if you have sensitive gums, serious, it does help with like.
I use Sensodyne, literally.
Yeah, it helps with sensitive gums.
I have it in. Okay, so sweetie, that's fucked up. Now that's fucked up.
Nah, that actually does help though.
The dentist said I had an allergic reaction.
And this is what y'all be doing. Y'all will sit there and play these condescending games and play in somebody's face, and then they respond to you, and then all of a sudden you're a victim now. Girl.
It's just something that's inflamed my gums.
Yeah, they on fire for sure. Let me see them again. Damn. It's like
look at them little chiclet teeth.
You know how like milk come in like 2%? You have like 2% teeth, 98% gums. That ain't right.
No shade, sweetie. I know for a fact you had me fine, but that's just crossing. Now you going too far. No shade, no shade.
Nah, because you try to eat me up though, something.
No,
crazy.
because you just trying me talking about you get a gram, you get like that was fucked up. Like,
I thought the music. No, I actually thought the song was fire though. That's what, like I really meant that.
That was kind of insensitive.
Nah, and again, like I didn't want to have to take it there, but you took it there first, so I felt like I had to match you, twin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, can we reset?
Of course, twin. What's going on? You make me
hilarious. Oh, they said Speedy is a Gemini. That makes so much sense. Yeah, but this is the type of stuff that be going on the TikTok, girl. It's a fucking mess. Child, this is you know, once you done made your little money, you can go and get your makeup and your wig done.
Speedy, even though they gonna lie and say Speedy read me, because you know what, the fact that y'all saying Speedy read me is that I'm such a good of a reader. Y'all want me knocked off that pedestal too. Y'all talking about Speedy and Speedy. I see you keep posting.
The way niggas really just want to be somebody auntie with her own nice apartment, like that's really what a lot of niggas want to be. They just want to be your auntie. Like your auntie that got like a nice collection of wigs that you could just throw on and muumuus. And, you know, they got a nice man that come up and through here that look like the daddy, you know, I mean, that look like Ving Rhames when he was in Baby Boy, you know?
Man, it's cute that you keep posting it everywhere because you feel like you read me.
You were red, love. You were red.
See me against me on the homies. He did not read. Y'all act like he should. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just.
That's why you covering your mouth right now, because Speedy said you had 90% gums.
He ate that. Okay, I can see.
Look, now you can't even smile right. That's why they, Miss Silly, why you always cover your smile? Child, a fucking mess. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. Make sure that y'all go and follow Ooh Ladies First. Make sure y'all go and follow the Ooh Ladies First podcast. We now have a YouTube channel. So follow us over there. Very happy Mondays. Thank you for the super chat. All he's missing are coordinated mushrooms. Talking about Joe. Thank you, Brandon. I'm giving you Bondy's boy for free as long as you do Eric and Tamia spend my life down to the Zoom once I get my new laptop. Child, you always trying to make me sing. Thank you for the super chat. All right, let me go ahead and go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.